There we go. Totally not scuffed at all. It's okay. Welcome, everybody. We're gonna do a little yap fest before things came up, so the guests shall be a little late. It's okay. All right, so we're just gonna hang out for a little bit. What y'all think? What y'all think? We're gonna hang on out. Unfortunately, Kid Links could not make it, but she sends her love. So yeah, we're gonna hang on out. We're gonna discuss some metal news. And then we are going to get on into what y'all came here to see. Bro, I can tell you. I can tell you. I'm excited. I can't tell you how much I'm excited. This is great. We got Matt McClure back. He had so much fun the last time that he decided to come back. We get to poke fun of him some more. And then we get Aisha, the demon herself. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a good time. But you know what I've been like obsessed with? Obsessed is not even a thing. Like, not even the word to describe it. Have y'all heard? Y'all probably have, but Epic the musical. Like, when it was coming out, I'm not a huge musical person. I'm just gonna admit that. When it was coming out, I'm like, oh, cool, a new saga. And then I'd sit there with the wife and we'd listen all the way from the beginning, all the way up to the new saga. And I'd be like, yo, that was pretty cool. That was pretty dope. Now that the whole thing has been released, and you listen to it all in one go, it's pretty fucking baller. I'm not even gonna lie. But I've been obsessed with it. Y'all probably already know. It's not a secret. It's not a secret what Epic the musical is. The story is amazing. My girl loves the last saga. Trying to see what Fabby's favorite saga is. I think Fabby's favorite was the Cersei saga. Either the Cersei or the Wisdom saga, because when the Wisdom saga came out, oh my god, she went ballistic because it had God games on there, and she was like, oh, which fair, honestly, fair. So it's either the Cersei or the Wisdom saga, but my favorite, and without a doubt, let me see. It's either the Ocean Saga or the Thunder Saga. The chair is empty, yeah. Fabby, am I correct in saying that your favorite saga in Epic is either the Cersei Saga or the Wisdom Saga? Thunder Saga is my favorite. See, okay, I love the Thunder Saga, but I don't know. I think maybe. Okay, I was close. I'm gonna say it's the Wisdom Saga because you went ballistic for God games. But, I think it has to be the Ocean Saga because you have Storm, Luck runs out, and keep your friends close. And then Ruthlessness with Poseidon. It's just, oh my god, it's just wonderful. But then again, you have Different Beast, Scylla, and Thunderbringer. Thunderbringer just like itches a like spot in my brain. It's just, oh my god. I love Different Beast. Different Beast is pretty good. Different Beast is really good. I can't choose between Ocean and Thunder. But Summer, welcome on in. How are you? How are you? Good afternoon or good night. I forget. You Irish people are picky with your time zones. No, 100% Fabby's saga. Fabby's favorite saga is Wisdom. Because you have Legendary, Little Wolf, and God Games. Yeah. Yep. 100%. I know she was like very fixated on Little Wolf when it came out. So I'm locking in my answers, Wisdom Saga. 10 p.m. so good night is correct. Oh, I see. Did you know Link's in Minecraft server? Did you join? Because I saw your name on one of the signs. I have not yet. The reason why is because I have to like re-download everything. But I'm in the process of doing it. When I'm done here and finish with D&D, I'm gonna finish downloading everything. But I'm joining. I promise. I remember this time. Actually, let me see. I gotta open my email and go back to when I bought Minecraft. Yeah. 'Cause I bought it. I bought it long ago. When did I buy it? 2020 I bought it. I remember. I should probably star that. Because they were like, well, this receipt is the only way that you can access your Minecraft. And I'm like, huh? You playing or DMing the DM? I'm DMing. I'm the forever DM. Excuse you, Summer. You know this by now. I'm the forever DM. This is true, exactly. Also, Summer. Fuck you. No. How dare you not be able to join the next campaign? That's all I'm gonna say. How dare you? I'm not mad at you or anything. I'm not mad at you. I'm just disappointed. I got a whole new die that I was gonna use for it. It's a chunker too. I got this like... Not last Christmas. The last time the wifey was here. Like middle of the year. I got this chunky D20. That's just that it's a liquid. It's a liquid core. But inside the liquid, there is a bouncy ball of an eye. So, yeah. I technically have the Eye of Vecna in my hand. But Summer, we're gonna beat up Vecna, hopefully, if it's not a TPK. Time zones are a pain. Nuh-uh. You just have to, like, get good. How about that? QTPK in session 0. No, that's not what session 0's for. Jesus Christ. I opened up Blue Sky and there was like Matt going nuts playing Mirror of Faults, which if you haven't checked out Burial Pat's music, what is wrong with you? I stumbled on it. It was good. Ah, it's so good. So good. It's so good. Damn it. If I can spell. But yeah. Pretty dope. It's pretty dope. What was it? Hold on. That's why no one would suspect it. It's like the Spanish Inquisition. Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. What have you been up to recently? Honestly, not a whole lot. I have not been up to a whole lot. Just work. A lot of work, you know. It's it's been interesting. The working. Cause I work at a hotel and some of the shit that I see on a regular, I'm like, why? Why do y'all do this? Why? People are brain dead and stupid, yes. But okay. What was the next thing I was gonna say? Actually, I take that back. What have I been up to? Marvel Rivals. I've been addicted to Marvel Rivals, and it's almost concerning. But like, I've been trying so hard to get gold. All I want is gold 3. I don't even want to get further than that. Just gold 3, whatever. Okay? I had an old person called me the N-word while training. What? What? Shut up. No, you didn't. Really? Wait, are you serious? Wow. That's that's wow. That's wow. That's all I'm gonna say is just that's wow. But no, I've been hard addicted to Marvel Rivals. And it's let's see. It's getting, trying to find the right word. Like, I went in as a support main. I'm a rocket main. However, I learn now that in order to rank up, I cannot stick with support. I have to go like DPS, or I'm gonna have to learn Vanguard. Unlike Overwatch. Overwatch, I was able to play tank and go all the way up. Okay, I'll understand. Okay, that's my fault. My fault. I'm not tanking the way that it should be. It's my fault. I just reached silver in Overwatch, and I'm learning how to tank. Okay? Makes sense? Makes sense. Overwatch, or not Overwatch, Rivals is different in a lot of ways. Because I'll be playing like I do in Overwatch. Say I'll play like Thor. Thor, you go in when you're full health, you punch as many baddies as you can in the face, and then you use your hammer to like dash away back to your healers, which is what a tank should do. I'm just gonna put that out there. That's what a tank should do. I'm looking at whoever plays tank and doesn't do that. Hate you. But no, if I'm not healer, my healers are blind. My healers are blind. Because I'll be standing right next to them, and Luna Snow will just be healing everybody else but me, who's standing right here, waiting patiently for my turn to get heals. Whomst? What do you mean, whomst? Ricky? But you. Exactly. I wish I had Sunny's luck and I would 5-stack, 6-stack, and then have my friends carry me to gold or to diamond or platinum. I wish that's how that worked. But I don't. I'm solo queuing. All I'm saying, all I'm putting it, I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there. Sunny gets carried. That's all I'm gonna say. Sunny gets carried. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, snap. Let's see. Oh, my God. My back. All right. Let me see. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. It'd be great if I just put like a different. If I just put like a different band up there. Just to be a troll. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and those who don't give a fuck, welcome on in. Arch enemy. What? What? Alright, let me put Aisha in the chair. There you go. Make sure that Matt's in his chair. There you go. Cool. Gotta go make a call lurking for a few minutes. Okie dokie smokey. I think they're ready. We all good to go. All good to go. Can you teach me how to marvel? That's not what that says. Can you teach me how to rival marbles? You know what, Ricky? I thought, genuinely, a person of your caliber, of your age, would know how to play marbles. But if you don't know how to play marbles, I can definitely teach you. Because back in my day, we didn't have technology. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have video games. We played in the dirt. We played with marbles. Alrighty. Here we go. Oh. Kilo. Let's see. Are we good? Okay. Oh. There you go. Do. But, yeah. Back to Sunny being carried. I've seen her play Marvel Rivals, and it hurts my feelings. It hurts my feelings. But then again, that's probably what you gotta do in order to get up that high. It's all for yourself, man. Okay. Alright, everything's all good. Yeah. Alrighty, y'all. AJ, where'd you go? Come back. We're about to begin. I'm still here. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Did you grab your water? Are you fully hydrated? Have you peed at least 4 times today? It's been... I'm over here like checking the weather because I'm like, oh, something in the mail for me. But then again, it is negative 12 degrees. I don't want to go out. It could stay out there. It could stay in the mailbox. When I came home from work, I went to the mailbox and the whole mailbox was like frozen solid. I tried my damnedest to like put my key in, but no. I'm like, bro, what do you mean? Let me grab my mail. He's just like, no. No. He's drinking water in my Moist Critical waifu. What? Moist Critical has a waifu cup? And you pissed 5 times? I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up. Moist Critical. He spells it weird. Critical waifu cup. What will it take to believe me? I don't know. That's a thing. Yeah. That's a thing. That is definitely a thing.
Hello.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my god.
Did it work?
That worked. I jumped.
1 second. I've been having to swap it over my phone. Hey, can you talk?
Yeah.
Real quick?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, cool. I'm just going to do it through my phone because my laptop is a flaming piece of junk and it is not being cool.
What is gay?
Why are you gay? That's great. Oh my god. First off, swallowed my heart.
Well, don't do that.
Oh god. Okay. All right. Well, let me see. Jesus Christ. All that prep.
Oh yeah, Violet. Aisha, Violet.
It's good to meet you.
Oh, hi, Aisha. First off, how do you pronounce that last name?
It's Sven Laker.
That's what yeah. I'm like, I don't know if I want to attempt it without hearing it first. Like, huh?
At least you asked. The first time I think I said Finn Liquor.
No. I'm like, oh.
I'm sure that the Nords pronounce it more elegantly.
Well, welcome everybody. Welcome. So Matt, this is the serial killer that you were telling us about last time you were here?
Yep, she will murder you both in real life and dreams.
Oh, I see. I see. I
I'm
see.
so kind. That is far from the truth. I'm basically Barney. Don't let him fool you.
I don't know. The way that you looked at me in the luminary says otherwise. It still haunts my nightmares.
I'm Barney in spirit. Just know.
I'm like, Jesus Christ. Alright, well, here we go. Ghouls, Ghosts, Undead, and the like. This is Beyond the Jumpscare, where we review the bumps in the night, hear the screams of the friends left behind, and investigate the basement of horror movies. But yet again, underneath my bed, Matthew is there, tickling my toes, and coming up the basement, Aisha. I already forgot how to pronounce that last name. I'm staring at it, and I'm like, Finlicker was stuck in my head. I'm like, that's not it.
We'll just stick with Aisha. Make it
Aisha,
easy.
there you go. My goodness. Okay, so you have picked The Woods and Gingersnaps. Now, I'm gonna plead with you that he was the 2006 Woods movie. And not the
Yes,
2016? Okay, because I typed in The Woods and I kept getting a TV series. I'm like, Aisha, please.
It's definitely the one with Agnes Bruckner. That's how I describe it.
Okay, alright, so if y'all have not seen the 2006 The Woods movie, it's like if Harry Potter and Mean Girls with the Blair Witch Project like rolled up into one. And it was interesting.
I never thought of it like that, but now that you say it.
Now that you say it, come on. I will say it cracked me up that the headmistress had a hard-on for the main character. She breathes and she's just like around the corner like, what are you doing? Like, bro, can you go somewhere else? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, that movie had like so many things going on in it that I was like, I don't feel like I've seen this in another film. This is unique.
This unique is definitely the word for it.
Yeah, it was a good one though. All the weird plant goo that they were putting in the milk and telling everybody you need to drink your milk.
You need to drink your milk. And the fact that Bruce Campbell was just in there. I love that he was just in there.
It was her dad, right? Yeah.
Yeah, just
I
Ash,
remember correctly.
just Ash Williams, just randomly. He didn't need to be, but he was there.
Groovy.
Exactly.
Adding a little pizzazz, just kicking it up a notch, just by being in the film.
Yeah, he was just there. That was great. I'm like, I expected a groovy, or I expected like a little Ash Williams in there that he puts in like every movie that he's in, like Spider-Man.
Little hand chainsaw.
Yeah, I expected him to pick up a chainsaw and just be like, nah.
We got none of that in that film.
No.
We got underwhelming chainsaw performance.
Exactly. There was none. Negative 2 out of 10. There was no chainsaw. But no, this movie had a lot going on. I think that's like underselling this movie. This movie had 6 movies wrapped into one. And I'm like getting whiplash. I'm like, oh, what is this? It's like the dad put his daughter in this like private school, but he did it like, and I mean, you got the scholarship to go, you're gonna go, and mom's like, no, you're gonna fucking go. Like, oh, okay. Like, oh. The mom was a bitch just to be a bitch. I'm like, I see. Golly, and the bully though. The bully made me giggle.
The fire crutch thing.
I'm like, yes, that's how you bully somebody. Like,
oh man, that was rough.
It's like, is your pubes red too? I'm like, that is a weird thing to ask. Like, seriously?
Well, you don't ask that to your friends?
What?
Oh man.
I see. I see. Friday nights of sex with the homies. Gotcha.
That's the only way. Fridays is for the boys.
You're just sitting there in the room measuring your sizes. Like, those honey packs worked, bro. I'm telling you.
Telling you, this honey wheat is what you gotta do.
Honey weed?
Alright.
I see. My goodness, that gave me whiplash. But, now I can't remember what I was. Oh, so Aisha, so Matt was telling us last time he was here that you lock yourself into a dungeon and you come up with all these lyrics, and when you just send it to Matt, you're like, hey, so this is what I was thinking of, and he's like, who hurt you? And I just want to ask you sincerely, it doesn't even feel like we're listening to a song. It's just like your therapist is like, hey, you need to write down in a journal, and you're like, oh yeah, my journal entry comes out. You could pre-save it on Spotify. It's called Mirror of Faults.
Yeah,
Like,
you know, the song definitely has some some emotional stuff going on. It's actually kind of funny because we'll, you know, have a song we're working on, and I'll be like, yeah, I think I'm gonna write about this and this and this, and everybody's on board, and we're all like, yeah, and hell yeah, and in the band chat, and then I'll come back later, and the lyrics are like completely different from what we talked about.
It's like, oh, do you wanna sit down? You wanna discuss some of these? Like, are you
like,
okay?
The answer's no.
I think I'm good.
See, I was telling Matt there was a lyric that had really like made me like look up and like a stank face. I'm like, Aisha is not okay. It was the bit in Mirror of Faults where it was like in a perpetual state of being seen but unknown. I'm like, is she okay? Do you want to talk?
Well, you know, everybody, they believe they perceive you in a certain way, and you're like so seen, but it's like, wow, like I'm so misunderstood.
Like,
And I'm sure we all feel like that at times.
Like, oh, okay.
Don't worry, we all say the same thing for the rest of us.
It's like, are you okay? Do we need to have to sit down?
Now, she's probably the most okay out of all of us right now. She's like the band mom. She's checking up on us, making sure we're okay.
I feel like I'm constantly getting on y'all, so y'all need to eat.
Yeah, y'all need. It's like, what about you? Did you eat? No, don't think about me. The fuck's wrong with you?
Matt is the worst.
Well, to be fair, I don't understand how she can eat so much.
I'm hungry all the time.
I was told, or not told. Okay, I saw your you and Matt's last Q&A where you said that you're a redacted word for chicken sandwiches.
Oh man, yeah. Somebody asked if we would give them like a tier list for like what the best chicken sandwiches were, and I was like, man, if it's chicken sandwich, it's good.
It's got to be Whataburger's like chicken tender barbecue sandwich. That has to be like top 3.
Man, you just struck a note with that.
They're good. I mean, honestly, like that's pre-snack before the gym, just their chicken sandwiches, and yeah, like after the gym, I just go and blow through 2 of those.
Oh, dude, it's so great. I miss them so much.
I love Whataburger. So good, so good.
It's so great. I hear also the rest of the band, if I remember this correctly, the rest of the band's from Nebraska, and you're the only one from Texas. Is that right?
Correct.
I see. So you're cultured in Whataburger, and
Matt's getting there too.
Matt's coming to the dark side.
Those patty melts are bringing him over.
Oh. Bro, those patty melts got me through like middle school. It was great.
They're heavenly. That honestly, right after a show, just like a patty melt, their vanilla malt, and a large fry, just having your lips cracked from all the salt. So good.
Bro, the thing And it's a small thing when you tell it to other people, but like when you grew up with it, it's such a huge thing. I miss their spicy ketchup so fucking much.
It is so good.
It's just one of those things. Like I tell people, they're like, "What makes Whataburger better than In-N-Out?" And I'm like, "Spicy ketchup." They're like, "Really?" Really? Yes. You sprinkle a little bit of pepper in there. Oh. It's fucking fantastic.
It is delicious. Yeah, I never realized how much I love Whataburger until I leave the state. Like every time I've gone up to Nebraska, I'm like, they don't fucking have Whataburger here. Like, what am I
You
gonna
hadn't
do?
tried a Runza yet either.
Nah, I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't have Whataburger. I can't exist
Yeah.
and I can't function normally.
Absolutely. That and Waffle House. I can't function. It's been a while since I've been able to function properly without Waffle House.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. I love Waffle House.
Oh, dude, Waffle House was great, especially around like 11 or 12 when like. So, okay, this is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yes, we're well aware. I grew up a little bit in Texas, but the majority in the panhandle of Florida. But around 11 or 12, we'd all go to the Waffle House where the the cokeheads were at. And they started it. I'm gonna say that they started it. It was a fight club, and we would bet on which cokehead would win, and they would take home the money. we had one. His name was Greg. It was Gregg. It was great. He was the scrawniest dude ever, but you don't know where he got that strength from.
Scrapper.
It was great. Oh my god. But yeah. it was ghetto. It was ghetto.
Yeah, we like to call that a dinner and a movie.
Exactly. This story. Yes, I've told, because okay, so when I was up visiting the wife up in Canada, we were hanging out one night and we get a knock at the door, and this is like 3 in the morning, and this crackhead says, "Do y'all want anything?" Like that's the first thing out of her mouth. "Do y'all want anything?" And
Yeah,
I'm like, that is a deep question. And like about an hour ago, her sister was asking for some like red pepper flakes, and deep down inside me was like, yeah, if you can run to the store for some red pepper flakes, that'd be great. But like, she had like one bloodshot eye. I'm like, I see. This is where we die.
That's a random thing to need though. Like red pepper flakes.
It really is, but I'm just like, this is where we die. She's gonna break in and we're gonna die.
At least you have your red pepper flakes.
Yeah, I'm telling you. But like, it felt very like The Strangers. It's like, why did you do this? Because you're home. I'm like, I see.
Yeah, that was a pretty good movie. I like that one.
It was great. It was fantastic. But golly. Now I'm fucking blanking out. My goodness.
Have you tried
Have I turned it off and turned it back on? Probably. But it doesn't
Have you cleaned out the
work.
charging port?
That's what it is.
I knew it.
That's what it is. I haven't blown into the cartridge yet. But fucking The Woods. I saw it. I had to watch that 3 times to fully get like this movie. I'm like, I don't know if this is a cult classic, but this was a good like watch one time movie. There was a lot of just trust me, bro. Just trust me, bro. Did you get that?
I had to watch it a few times to catch like all the small things in it that made everything just come together at the end. And I feel like even now, if I went back and watched it, I would find so much stuff in it where I still missed it the few times that I watched it. It's just a really good movie, and one of the reasons why I like it so much is it's kind of spooky, it's kind of witchy, but it's unlike other. I feel like it is unlike any other film that I've seen. You know, since watching that one, which I'll admit I do not watch a lot of TV, so somebody else might say, "Hey, I've seen a movie that is just like that or even better." But for me, that was like top tier movie of the time. You know.
Oh yeah, no, I especially people that don't watch a lot of movies, because they'll pick movies you've never heard of. Like I've never seen or heard of this movie when it came out. And I'm like, this definitely feels like it's time, like 2005, 2006 era, like storytelling. A lot of it's not directly in your face, but it's not directly in the background either. It's like, you, Aisha, are the key to all of this. It's like, okay, but why? We're not going to tell you until the ending. That way we keep you in here. I'm like, oh, I see.
It was so good for. I mean, I say for the time period, but there was a lot of films that actually came out during that time that were, I mean, are still great till this day. People were like, "Dang, that was a really good film."
Let me see, what came out in 2006? Matt, you're old. What movie came out in 2006?
I wasn't allowed to watch TV and stuff back then.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. That's why we didn't hear about this movie. Because this was the time of Brokeback Mountain. I see.
Oh, Lord.
All right. That makes a lot more sense. Oh, man.
There's always a bigger fish.
Always. But yeah, you had like Devil Wears Prada. You had the first Cars movie, Casino Royale, Happy Feet.
There was a lot going on at that time. That's why I said it was an interesting time for films. There was a lot of good films that came out during that time.
Yeah. a lot of Over the Hedge came out in 2006? Nuh-uh.
Like a year right after that, Agnes Bruckner, I believe, also played in Blood and Chocolate, based off the book. That was another good film as well.
Blood and Chocolate.
Yeah, it's another werewolf film.
A werewolf film. Hold on. Speaking of werewolves, we're gonna move on to this next one. I have so many notes on this one. Okay, hold on. Okay.
Wait. What do you think the budget for that film was?
Okay. I'm gonna say maybe like under $1 million. Under $1 million.
I keep telling Matt he's got to watch the film because he's not understanding it.
What? You've never... Okay, so the next movie we're going to talk about is Gingersnaps.
It's a good film, but yeah. Oh, apparently the budget for that film was like $4 million.
Just stop it. Bro, they got scammed.
I hope that anybody listening back to this and here's us giggling is like, I'm not making fun of the film. It's just like, I was surprised. I mean, I love the film. I think it's great. It is unlike any other werewolf film I've ever seen. It's just, I was not expecting $4 million out of it, but I think the movie is amazing. Like, absolutely amazing.
So the movie, and I read this in the reviews, but on my notes I put, in order, this movie's gonna be cringy. No, this movie's all right. This movie has its cringe moments, but it's like, so good. it's a perfect blend of cringy and, okay, I'll accept this because of the characters. The characters are your freshman, sophomore, high schooler. Of course, it's going to be cringe. Of course, they're gonna dive into like the hallucinogens, the drugs, and I'm like, okay, they're going really into that plot. Is that really gonna be a plot, like a plot point? Yes. Yeah. I'm like, they're gonna befriend the drug dealer, and I'm like, of course they would. Of course they would.
You know what was up though? He like knew the cure.
Yeah, he knew the cure just randomly, and I'm like, oh, all right. You know what?
Because he liked plants, you know? He was like a nerd druggie.
I still don't know what the name of that plant was.
I think it was it like belladonna or something like that, or it was wolfsbane? It was something of that sort.
Belladonna. I was unaware that the singer of Anthrax had his own his own plant.
The belladonna, yeah, no, I think it was something like wolfsbane or something, which is basically, I think it's a poison. And I could be totally wrong. I have not watched the movie in years. We were actually going to watch it last night, but ran out of time.
That's
Because I wanted Matt to see it, and because he was like, "That's crazy! It's a $4 million budget," and I was like, "Yeah, you got to see it. You got to see the movie."
There was, yeah. You know what? Tonight you have to see it. You have to see
especially
it.
after this, all of us over here giggling. I mean, honestly,
It's-
it is such a good movie.
It-
I just
It really is. I was very surprised about this movie. Like the third act was really good, like top notch. However, however, I will say when Ginger came out when she was transforming into the werewolf, like they put the makeup on her face, I couldn't help but laugh because it reminded me of the makeup they used for Spike when he turned vampiric. I'm like,
Yeah.
hold on. That looks familiar. The puffed out like eyebrow muscles, the veins on the crown of the head.
Oh yeah, I guess it was like that, like Angel Buffy era type vampire look.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
come on.
I was waiting for you to say Cats, like Cats the play.
Oh, no. See, the thing was, I wasn't a huge, like, play person. I'm not a huge, like, Broadway play person.
I love plays. I mean, maybe not particularly Broadway, but I know based off of like all of this cackling and giggling we've been doing, and just probably some of the talks that we've been having, but I really like live plays and stuff like that. Musicals are cool, but live plays in general, that's one of, I guess, maybe my guilty pleasure. I love to do that kind of stuff. I know it's kind of like an old lady type activity, but I love that kind of shit.
Aisha is an old lady.
I kind of am. Yeah.
It's like, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, Aisha cannot make tonight's show because she got caught watching Cats on Broadway.
Cats on Broadway.
It's in the third act, so she'll be here in about an hour.
And to be fair, I've never actually seen the full Cats on Broadway. I just remember how intense the makeup was.
Oh, yeah. Just, my goodness. Yeah, the only play that I've seen was Sweeney Todd, and that started like a whole like thing for me. The movie, the recent live album that came out with Josh Groban. If you don't know Josh Groban, that man can pin me up against the wall any time of the day.
Dude, freaking Sweeney Todd, and I can't remember what the actual name of the play was, but the one over like Repo Man.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Both of those were awesome.
Hold on. I know what you're. Let me see. What was his name?
One of the characters in it reminds me of Handsome Jack from Borderlands.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. If you ever get the chance, whenever, doesn't matter. Anthony Head, the main character in Repo Man. He did a
Like Repo Man the movie, the musical.
Yeah.
Repo Man. Paris Hilton was in that.
Paris Hilton was not.
I love Paris Hilton.
My God.
I just a totally girly pop.
I'm just a girl. That's my excuse. That truck that we passed on our way back.
Yeah, so we were driving back to Texas, and there's a big box cargo truck, and on the side of it, someone had wiped off like they were trying to clean it, but it just said, "I'm just a girl."
It felt like we were in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, because we were talking about something similar about that. And I was like, "Dude, look at this freaking truck!"
You're just like, I feel validated.
Very much so. Very much so.
But yeah, if you look up Anthony Head did a show where it was Rocky Horror Picture Show, and he played Tim Curry's part, and that's like he brought that like meatloaf type of rock and roll to it, and it was. I listened to it on a regular. It's so great. It was the Transvestite Transylvania song.
Another person did it. No one can replace Tim Curry though.
Oh, Anthony Hurd could. I'm telling you this. He could. It was great.
I don't know. I'm a huge Tim Curry fan.
Well, you don't know because you haven't heard it, Matt. How about that?
Fair. Or is it?
It's on YouTube.
What that mean?
What does that mean? What?
What is this? The YouTube?
Oh, you're right. My bad.
Don't worry. Aisha's almost there too.
Yeah.
The YouTube.
The YouTube. He's like, hey guys, Burial Pass new single is on the YouTube and on the Spotify.
I call it Spotify.
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 Pre-save it on the Spotify.
It's Spotify.
Man. But yeah, unfortunately, Kid Lynx couldn't be here. She has an early flight. She sends her love, and Lynx isn't a like heavy music type person, and I sent her the Luminary, which I introduce everyone to y'all's band with, because the look that Aisha gives and stares straight into the soul as she tells you her deepest, darkest secrets. She said that you scared her, and that was pretty funny. She's like, oh my god! And she said the same thing that everyone says, that's a woman!
Yeah. I've heard that a few times.
More than a few times.
More than a few times. I bet. But my goodness. I should tell. What started it? What started the demonic possession that is your vocals?
That is, that is a, I feel like a good and a big question. People say something like, "Oh, she's possessed," and I answer funnily. I'll say I'm housing a few demons. But yeah, to be honest, I always had a love for music. When I was younger, I wanted to be a singer, but as Matt has mentioned, I'm very much a girly pop girl at the same time. So when I was younger, I actually wanted to be just like Mariah Carey. She was like my idol. I love Sarah McLachlan. When it comes to music, I am a softie. I like the soft stuff. I like the poppy stuff. But there was a point where I guess I was probably like a little, teen who was experiencing rough things, trying to fit in. So I did get into alternative music, heavier music, and I don't know, the art of it was just really cool. I was really intrigued by people's different vocal techniques and how it still hit my ears in a way that I liked it just as much as I liked the softer music. And eventually over time, since I love singing in general, I started trying to mimic those sounds that I was hearing in some of my favorite heavy songs. And I'm not gonna lie, the first the first couple of times and probably over the years was pretty rough. And just over time of doing it, I started getting good at it. I was like, wow, I've actually gotten pretty decent. So high school came around, I had friends, we'd mess around and do that kind of stuff, but I didn't really get into my first band until I was about 27 or 28.
Wow.
Yeah, I was basically an old lady by the time that
it was only
serious.
at that point. It was only about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And Matt was telling us that he found you on TikTok, right?
Yeah, it was kind of after I came out of a bit of a hiatus. I was kind of just saying to myself, like, I miss music a lot, but I don't know if I'm mentally ready to take on big projects or be in a band again. So at the minimum, I just kind of wanted to start dipping my feet into doing little vocal videos, get myself out there again until I felt comfortable. And I guess he caught one of the original vocal videos I did. It wasn't a cover or anything. It was just a song that I purchased off of somebody. They're kind of just making songs. And I was like, man, this is a heavy song. I'd like to just throw some vocals on it just to put something out there. And I posted on TikTok, and Matt came across it, and he messaged me and started chatting about music pretty easily.
Real quick, the wife is currently in chat, says, Aisha is hot. I would simp for her.
Well, thank you. I will take that compliment.
She's like, tell her what I said. Yeah, do it.
You tell her now.
You tell her.
I say thank you. A big thank you.
Like, my goodness. But it gave me a giggle when I saw your Q&A and you had mentioned you're a huge Sarah McLachlan fan. I'm like, I could see how In the Arms of an Angel can turn into The Seeker and Mirror of Faults and The Luminary. Yet definitely, I'm like, you felt Sarah McLachlan's pain instead of singing it like beautifully and harmonically. You just want to scream it into people's souls. I'm like, makes sense. Love it. Love what you do.
That. When we were driving back to Texas, if she had control of the radio, there would not be one screaming song on there.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not.
Well, because what's your favorite band right now? Infatuation, the Wet Bandits.
Oh yeah, Wet Bandits. Well, also Winona Oak has been a big.
Yeah, and Winona Oak.
I love. I'm not gonna lie, I really love sad music, and I like that poppy sad shit.
She's a senior citizen.
But even for Sarah McLachlan, like everybody's go-to is The Arms of an Angel, and that's probably my least favorite song. I'm not gonna say like I don't dislike any Sarah McLachlan song, but if you ask me, the like number one go-to for me is her Fumbling Towards Ecstasy album, which was, I believe it came out in 1993. And that album is just so sad and so good. Like, I can't get enough of it. It's so good. I got to see her live, and I was mesmerized. It was so good.
She was drooling.
Yeah, just crying, just weeping, like, Sarah!
I was like, this is a once in a lifetime experience. I can't believe this is happening. This is so good.
So Lynx says, Gingersnaps inspired Jennifer's Body. You have to watch it now. No, I will not. I hate Megan Fox.
It's a good one.
I hate Megan Fox. I can't stand Megan Fox.
Oh, she's an astrology girly. I like me some Megan Fox.
It's only because she was with MGK for a little bit.
Oh yeah, they're broken up now, I guess. Yeah.
Are they?
Well, yeah, I don't know exactly what happened. I got the TikTok drama.
I think she finally realized her worth, and she's like, I'm not gonna be around this to do metal.
And she knew his whole astrology chart. She was like, I think she even said something like she manifested him, and I was like, and bro still fucked up. Like, goddamn.
They were drinking each other's blood and stuff. I'm like, you know what? Some things need to be left unsaid. What happened to secrets? What happened? TikTok had made me realize there's no such things as secrets anymore, because they'll just be like, so one time I filmed me giving a sandwich to a homeless man, and when the cameras turned off, I took it back and ate it. Like, that thing, secrets don't exist no more. Like, okay.
I love TikTok though. Man, there's so much drama on there, and I am not a drama person at all. I stay so far away from it, but it's like having soap opera just on hand.
That's a very weird thing for her to say like that, because the whole time I've been here, she's been watching dramas on TikTok.
I'm so far removed from it though, so it's okay.
But okay,
yeah, I'm sure
you gotta understand, in Texas, you're surrounded by the cows. Cows. The Chicano culture, and and a lot of Mexican grandmas, they will have like the best dramas, like on hand, on deck. You don't know what
Talking
they're
about, like,
saying.
novellas?
Like novellas, like telenovelas, but just dramas in general.
Yeah.
And Chicanos, exactly. But you'll just be like, I don't know what the fuck she just said to him, but I could see it in his eyes that it's getting serious. And then by like episode 3, you're like, oh girl, you need to leave him. I don't know what he did, but you need to leave that man.
Well, I mean, I grew up on like The Young and the Restless and like all that stuff.
My God.
You remember that drama? Is like,
No, I don't.
like sands from the hourglass, and so are the days of our lives. I like Days of Our Lives, man. That stuff was intense.
You're seeing this other side of Aisha right now.
See, I wish I grew up with The Young and the Restless. I grew up on The Nanny.
Oh, I mean, The Nanny was good too. Fran Drescher.
Yeah. My mom is the reason why I can't stand Fran Drescher in anything now, because I like people will get like phantom vibrations. I hear like the echo of Fran Drescher's laugh like in the tunnels, just like what ain't no way.
She is such a beautiful. I mean, she's still a beautiful woman, but such a beautiful woman on that show.
Oh yeah, but the moment she laughs, I'm like, please.
I loved it. It just, I felt like it fit her personality for the character.
Violet,
I loved it.
Can you replicate the laugh?
You sound like Peter Griffin.
I mean, you can't tell me that it wasn't inspired by Fran Drescher's laugh.
It probably was, because that was too close.
Oh man, I hate it so much. Was not Giles? That's Buffy. Niles was the reason I stayed. The whole Niles arc.
Man, it was a good show. I mean, it was on when I was much younger, but from what I do remember, it was a good show. It's a good show.
Yeah.
Much younger, you're like 26-year-old.
No, it shows. What is that, like late 90s, mid 90s?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Aisha. It was 70s. You absolute goober.
No way.
No. You're watching it when you're on? That's crazy.
I've been living in the twilight zone.
Absolutely crazy. Aisha just
now
telling people's like
She's Googling it right now.
1993. Oh my God, I'm so old.
It's so old. Well,
1993. Oh,
so guys, if you feel like you're too old to rock and roll, just know that Aisha's doing it. Okay, Aisha will be your role model.
That's why we work out.
Yeah, we stay young by going to the gym way too much.
Way too much.
The scene doesn't die till we do.
Oh my God. 44 and still rocking.
We're still going. Look at freaking Metallica and Dave Mustaine.
Bro, okay. So I have two stories. One, I saw Ozfest up in 2016 and Megadeth played, and I could not understand a single word Mustaine said. I'm like, I think this is Tornado of Souls. I don't know. I can't tell. I could tell by the guitar riff that it's Tornado of Souls, but does Mustaine know it's Tornado of Souls?
Well, real quick, we gotta put you on the spotlight now.
Oh?
Who do you like more, Dave Mustaine or James?
Oh.
After the split and all the drama, all that BS.
Oh. Okay, so after the... if we're talking early, James. If we're talking now, James.
That seems kind of one-sided.
Okay. The reason why is because I feel like Dave Mustaine is like the epitome of self-sabotage. And I can't, bud. Like, I can't. What?
I don't know. To me, it's hard. Freaking it's like what a lot of musicians find out. Like you try to work with someone, you know, you get that kind of disconnect, and someone goes off and do their own kind of thing. You know, like I don't know how else better to say it. People work together that are top tier freaking artists, but they end up going their separate ways because of a little squabble.
I don't know if it was just a little squabble though. I keep hearing different stories. And I'm just like, you know what? Y'all, all of y'all toxic. All y'all toxic.
Thank you.
All of you.
I had to ask that because I'm definitely a Dave Mustaine fan.
Oh,
Wait, Aisha, who are you with?
Sarah McLachlan.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
No.
There you go.
That's not the question. That's not the question. Violet, get out of here with that. That's not the question.
who's the one that sings "Kickstart My Heart," but it's all slurry.
That's Puddle of Mud.
That's not Puddle.
This is where
man.
Burial Path splits.
Yeah. This is It goes off the rails here.
But yeah, I'm already too much of a handful for the rest of the band.
It's fantastic. I mean, but
No, but she hasn't answered yet.
Oh,
James or Dave?
I feel like I'm neutral with I'm neutral.
you got to pick a party. You got to pick a party.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna go with James.
Ah!
If I had to, I'm just more familiar.
Okay, I mean, let's put it this way: you're putting up against like the what was it? You have Rust versus like Saint Anger. Which one sucked less?
Russ.
I mean, you had so much venom in the other ones, and you come out with Rust.
Well, yeah, I also like my snare to sound like I'm hitting a trash can.
I mean, obviously, that's what makes it heavy metal.
I will give it to James. I absolutely love their Whiskey in a Jar cover. I like it more than the original by a long shot.
Oh my god. Alright, Aisha, you girly pop. We got a question in. Team Edward or Team Jacob?
Oh Lord!
Oh, here we go.
You know, the other day, I wasn't even a week ago at this point. Well, maybe I guess it was a little over a week ago. I had a Twilight marathon.
Oh no! Of course you did. Of course you
I
did.
went to the store. I got a bag of chips. I got a little slice of cake, and I got in bed with my cat. And I was like, "We're gonna watch these movies." Oh man, I feel like this is gonna be a hard one, but not for me. I'm gonna definitely say Team Jake. No, sorry, Team Edward. Team Edward, yeah.
Is that your final answer? Are you locking it in?
It's Edward. Edward all the way. Edward Eard.
That's gonna be immortalized now.
Yep. Crucified. Crucified.
Team Edward all the way.
Yeah, we're getting Edward all the way. Fuck Jacob. Gotcha.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, Jacob was on the Slipknot team, right?
I
On the
like after
Slipknot team.
rewatching the movie, I was like, Jacob has anger issues.
Jacob was very he was a character. Yeah.
He was always mad at Bella and just like, you suck. And I'm like, that's not how you get a woman to fall in love with you.
And the fact that he's cuddling with his girl just like half naked in front of Edward, like side-eyeing the dude. I'm like, all right, bud. This is getting a little uncomfy up in here.
Bombastic side eye.
Exactly.
To be fair, though, with the Twilight films and movies, I read a book by, I guess I was still maybe in like middle school or something at the time. Maybe just about to get into high school or just in high school. There was another book called The Silver Kiss by Nate Curtis Claus, and it was basically just like another girl in high school who fell in love with a vampire. That's also a really good book. That one's, when I read that and then Twilight came out, and I was like, I feel like There's some parallels going
Yeah,
on.
just
here.
let you know, Aisha's in love with a vampire.
No.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I know. I read too much when I was younger. I was kind of a nerdy
yeah.
kid. I read a lot.
She's lucky. I wish I knew how to read.
Same
I'm
here.
still learning something. This sign won't stop me because I can't read.
All right, we got another question. Aisha, did you ever watch True Blood?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I definitely did. Bam! Vampire Bam!
That ending though.
And then he was like, Suki is mine.
Yep. 50 Shades of Grey started as a fan fiction smut blog. We don't talk about 50 Shades of Grey. No, I don't want it.
I've only gotten to see clips on TikTok. It's like I still haven't got to see it.
It's
And every time I see a clip, I am so invested. I'm like, what is going on?
it's okay. When you read the book and you watch the movies, it's very, I'm gonna use the word because there's no other word for it, rapey. Very rapey. Don't do it.
Well, yeah, I kind of got that when he showed up to the hardware store, and he was buying pretty much everything you needed to kidnap somebody and torture them.
Yeah.
Don't fucking look at me. I haven't watched any of this shit.
I'm just it was intense. I was like, this is TikTok.
this is so it. She was like, "This is what BDSM is like," and I'm just like, "No, it's not. Please don't make it look this way." And she's like, "Please, I don't like this." And he's just like, "You're gonna do what I say." I'm like, "That's rapey. Don't do that,
really
please."
Bill Cosby of him.
Oh, you can't make jokes like that, man.
Yeah, it's bad. It's no. Yeah, I'm like, no.
Is this interview live?
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn, man.
Yeah.
What? He was a bad person.
Yeah.
Well, we agree on that. He is a bad person.
Yeah, terrible person. That's why I'm like, no. And then, bro, people sexualized the F out of 50 Shades when it was like coming out in theaters. I'm like, bro,
Cosby.
don't do it. Stop it. It's bad.
I always thought that was weird. What is that? What's the word for that?
Was it a book series? I feel like it was like
it was a book series.
Yeah,
Was.
like
And then
romance.
they made it to a movie, but like, yeah, how much they romanticize that stuff. It's like I can see parts of it, but like you were saying, like some of the initial stuff was very Bill Cosby of it.
Yeah, no, it's 100. There's a scene where I think in the book, because they cut it out of the movie because that was too far, where he drugs her.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Well, it's the same thing from the movie It.
Yeah. Okay.
They couldn't do the group thing with all the kids.
Listen.
Because that was fucking crazy.
So, going back to Aisha's thing, reading in school. I was getting there.
Holy shit.
You gotta relax. The band mom is getting all angry.
In school,
Yeah,
I read way too much. My favorite author was like Laurel Hamilton with the Anita Blake series, the Anne Rice series for the Lestat series. Even Lestat wouldn't go that low, but the moment I read Stephen King, that fucked me up in the head. Because in my reading class, you had to take the comprehensive tests. So my teacher was like, all right, you finished your book. What's the comprehensive test going to be now? Stephen King's The Dark Tower series. And she's like, huh? Fucking what? Because she had to read the same book to give you your test. She comes to class and she goes, I'm gonna need to talk to your parents. And so we had a PTA meeting and my dad's like, yeah, I gave him the book. You're not allowed to give him books anymore. And he's like, fine, whatever. And then she goes, only the mom is allowed to give him books now. And that's when I learned the Lestat series. The one I was on was Memlock the Devil, which if you ever read Memlock the Devil, it's like a love letter to Satan. Lestat goes to hell.
Didn't read it, but I've heard about it. I had another person who was like, that was an intense book and told me about it.
It's intense. It's intense. So she goes, all right, so what's the book this time? Mimlock the Devil. And she goes, huh? What? Your mom gave this to you? Yeah. Yeah. And, yeah, my teacher was like, you know what? Now you're going to stick to school books. I'm like, oh, yes, because I want to read Junie B. Jones and the Magic School Bus. I hate it here.
Judy, what was it? Junie B. Jones, right?
Yeah.
That was. I'm trying to think what grade year we read and stuff like that. I don't know. I ended up in a pretty all right like middle school, high school that had some pretty big libraries, and I was getting into stuff like Vivian von Veld's books. I remember there was a book series called the Demonata series because I kind of liked some of the supernatural stuff, but I also liked a little bit of dark history. So I feel like I was just all over the place with reading, but I think for me, reading was an escape, and even early on when I started writing lyrics, I would read a lot before I would write. I feel like it's expanded my vocabulary and definitely aided in my ability to kind of, I don't know, branch into different ways of viewing things, thinking, and creating some sort of imagery with my words.
It's not a was. We give her a song idea, and when the whole band talks about it, and we come up with a topic for the track, she'll fucking do a full dive as like homework into that. And but we always love it because for how far she deep dives into that stuff for the uh, understanding it, the lyrics always come out to be super poetic, and that's what we all love about it. Because a lot of us work with other bands and stuff like that, but the big thing that we really like having Aisha on board is how poetic the lyrics are.
Oh, yeah. It's insane. I had another show with my buddy where we would break down lyrics and the different breakdowns, but we love talking lyrics. Like, sure, you can end up like Alex Terrible and just saying bullshit that you think that sounds tough, or you can come out telling me a story. We would always simp over Meatloaf's lyrics because his songs were stories. They weren't songs, they were stories. And then huh?
Well, I'll give it to him. I like Alex Terrible's things because it's just raw. The guy lives on how he says his lyrics. But on the flip side, I also like the really poetic side of things as well. Like the way more thought put into wording and phrasing, and almost and making all the lyrics double entendre. Like Alex is definitely straightforward, but like I like the poetic side where there's a double entendre to where there could be multiple interpretations of it, but in the end, it all comes back to the same topic.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I just whenever like the music I listen to on a regular always tell me a story instead of raw. That makes sense. I guess
It does.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like anything. Like, there's so many genres of metal anymore, but there's just a time and place for it all. And you might maybe not find a time and place for all of them, but it's a good time and place. Like sometimes, like it's good. It's good for the poetic double entendre stuff. But there's other times, more visceral when you're really angry or something like really fucked up has happened, and you're just like, I want something raw, like, emotional but raw, because that's what I'm feeling right now. I'm just seeing red. It all has a time and place, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, yeah, 100%. Aisha, we asked Matthew this the last time he was here. If you were not doing metal, like metal was not in the cards, what genre would you be doing?
Sarah McLachlan for the win. I'm kidding.
I am Sarah McLachlan.
We did make that joke, like if we were ever asked to, was it our Q&A, if we were ever asked to open up for a band, if Sarah McLachlan threw me a tambourine, I would jump on stage easily. But if I was not doing metal and I kind of got to do anything I wanted, since I don't have the most amazing clean vocals, I would say one of the things, and I still kind of have this want to do it maybe one day as a side project, but I've always enjoyed this kind of weird blend of like shoegaze, gloom rock, doom music.
Oh.
So there's bands like Soft Cult, Tooth, and anything kind of the sort. I think Devar is another good one. I really like music like that.
Mm-hmm.
There are like handfuls of other bands I could name because it's kind of like my side fascination right now. But that would probably be what I would go for.
Very Doom, like Deftones Doom, or like Dream.
No, definitely heavier. Like heavy on the guitars, like tuned super low, like almost as if it were going to be metal. But I don't know, shoegazy at the same time with the dreamy kind of light tones where it gets lighter, and then the vocals are almost similar to Deftones in the sense where they're a little bit distant and reverby.
Oh,
But I don't know, like I hear things like Soft Cult, and it is super heavy. The guitars are tuned low, but it's so pretty and gloomy at the same time. Like I said, I kind of call it doom gaze gloom rock.
oh, I see. I see.
That's my own name for it. I don't know if that's actually any genres, but I call it doom gaze gloom rock.
That sounds like October Rust typo negative. Like
I'd have to
vibe.
say, like, if it wasn't that, I'd probably do something like, I don't know, maybe Hole. I like
Hole.
It's kinda just like girl rock. I fucking like girl rock. I don't know.
I mean, a lot of like female fronted bands are putting out some pretty baller shit as of late, and it's getting intense. Like, but fucking
Like
time.
Veruca
God
Salt,
damn.
Veruca Salt's another good one. I love that band.
Veruca Salt, the blueberry girl.
No. There's an actual rock band. I think they're from the 90s. 90s or early 2000s. They're girl rock, just like girl rock. I don't know. I like girl rock.
I wonder why.
Alanis Morissette, all that kind of stuff.
Oh my god, that'd be great. Like, our show opens up for Alanis Morissette. Hand in my
The
pocket.
fucking dream. I couldn't even imagine that Jagged Little Pill album.
Yeah,
just
and
hit
then
hard.
that's it. The Jagged Little Pill album. Then she got remarried. It's like,
Man.
I see.
Hey, some of the best music is written when you're at your not happiest.
Not happiest. I hate when my musicians like start getting happy. This is bullshit.
Yeah, I've experienced that before. It's different writing from a space where your like life is really in a good place. You have to pull from
Metallica.
different reserves.
Oh, bad places.
I don't know about all that.
Me and my dad, we have this joke. When it comes to like 80s metal, we liked our musicians on coke. Like when Metallica became dads, that's when they started going downhill. Or when
Yeah, when it went from thrash to pop rock.
to pop rock.
Pop rock.
It was great. My dad will tell people, because he has signs at work of like concerts he's been to, like Aerosmith in '97, Bon Jovi, and like Danger Danger, and he goes, I was so mad when I went to see Aerosmith. I'm like, why were you saw Aerosmith, why are you mad? He goes, because Steven Tyler quit coke that day and he sounded terrible. And I'm like, why are you so mad that he quit coke? He's like, because you sounded better coked up.
I say, what's going on?
That was very Four Non-Blondes of you.
Four non-blondes. That's hilarious. He-Man did it better.
Yeah, I will agree to that.
I know the exact video.
And I say, oh my God, do I say?
It's great. I've never heard so much soul put into it. Oh my god, what is this? Some of the hardest artistic value comes from being super happy. Yeah, like what? Peter Steele wasn't happy, and he put out some heavy shit.
I'm gonna say, well, talking about that, freaking anyone that puts out happy music, I think that would be harder than what we're trying to do.
I don't know. I feel like it's hard in a different way. It's all hard. Music is hard.
Music is hard. It's hard. I mean, but then again, you have like 6 feet deep or 6 feet under doing it. What's his name? He was in Cannibal Corpse.
No one cares.
that man. He is doing it. If he can do it, anybody can do it.
I know that. I always thought that was the ironic part of music, that sometimes you would see these bands just go viral, and you would see their stuff and they're not very good, and it's like, well, I mean, at least that's hope that like anyone can do it.
Jojo Siwa.
She tries.
You know, she's. I really enjoy her videos online.
I thought you were gonna come to like the defense of Jojo Siwa. I'll be like, you know what, Aisha, sell me on Jojo Siwa.
Wait, she acts like that's how Aisha dances on stage. Is Jojo Siwa dances.
No,
That's what you need to start doing.
I just, you know, I'll give it to JoJo Siwa for like as much as the internet gives her such a hard time. She just continues to do her thing. I wish I had that kind of strength.
Man,
we're still doing it. We're still doing it.
No, we're y'all, like all of you are gonna learn the choreography.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we're gonna do the Running Man. Actually, what was that page? The Elder Emo, where they Hall of the Elder Emos, where they have all the old mid 2000s to late 2000s moves on stage, and they treat it like it's a historical documents.
That is very silhouettes on the ceiling.
Silhouettes on the ceiling.
A bit much better, but at least I'm healing.
No, you know what? It's funny you say that, because when these like older emo bands like come out of retirement and I see the people commenting like, oh my god, I love these guys in high school, and I'll like click on their profile, there's like born this time and like they were popular this time. I'm like, I remember these guys when they were in their peak.
I'm not gonna lie, it's the golden era of music for our generation.
It's like, My Chemical Romance. I see you, Aisha.
Hey, The Used, My Chemical Romance, AFI, hell yeah. It's all good stuff. I mean, I was very big on Victory Records. I don't know if anybody remembers the sample CDs that they used to give. So, yeah, like A Day to Remember, Between the Buried and Me, before they like blew up big. And I fucking loved that shit. It was so good. There were so many good bands that were just happening around that time. And actually, one of my favorites, and they just came back, so I guess I'm a part of that era, is like, oh, my band's coming back, is The Sleeping. The Sleeping has just started putting music out again these past, like, year or two. And I am so here for it. It's good.
The fact that you brought up Victory Records and had to put that little... If anybody remembers Victory Records... that took a hit. Like, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
That was a time. That was like a special time period, because you could buy, a CD or something, and you would flip to the back, and you had a sample CD that came with it. And there were so many like cool bands that just weren't super big at the time, and they were so good. I feel like I don't see that happening anymore. It's just like, what is Spotify recommending me right now? What is YouTube taking me to? There's no sample CDs like that anymore.
I do miss that coming out of a freaking concert, and then people standing at the entryway or the exit way,
handing out CDs.
Yeah, handing out mixed CDs.
I mean, if you go to LA, they do it too. You just gotta pay them $15.
Oh, they can.
Yeah, I see you support other artists.
It's still around, trust me.
I support them, but I'm not supporting the freaking people handing out mixed CDs.
Matt, support a fellow musician, Matt. They gotta eat too.
No, it's all about the hunger. That's what makes the motivation.
You're not an artist unless you were starving, is what Matt is saying.
This isn't the 80s anymore, bud. You don't have to live in your van.
No, you have to. You have to. Absolutely have to.
Oh, I see.
Because Aisha's gonna make fun of me for not eating that much either. So
Yeah, no, I'm gonna eat. I am gonna eat. There's no.
she treats me like my mom. She's like, "Have you eaten today?"
Well, I was gonna make eggs this morning for breakfast, and I was like, "Hey, Matt, how many eggs? Because I'm cooking. I might as well throw some in there for him." And he goes, "I think I'll have one." And I'm
How can
looking
you
at
have
the fucking
one
carton, and
egg?
I'm about to eat half of the carton. So when he says one egg, I'm like, "No, you can't do that. You like, no, really, how many eggs do you want?"
She scolds me worse than my mom about eating.
How can you have only one, bro?
One egg, right?
Okay, I am
Horrible.
like, I am 5'4", 225 pounds, and one egg. That's like the pre-meal to whatever I'm making. That's like
I
the
don't-
meal you have while you wait for your meal to cook.
I understand how y'all eat that much.
Because I'm fat, Matt. Aisha, I'm literally looking at a photo of you. Don't you ever?
Hey, look, the photos are deceptive. I'm like
Photos are
165
deceptive,
pounds.
my
They're
dude.
deceptive. Look.
Hey, this is the girl side of her talking out. Like, you don't argue with it. I'm just gonna tell you right now.
When I say the photos are deceptive, like I might not look as big as I am, but like I got some muscle build on me, and I gotta feed these muscles. I gotta feed them. There's like a carton of eggs in each bicep.
Yeah.
There's a chicken sandwich in each one of these triceps.
the abs. Each ab there's a chicken sandwich.
No, because I eat. I'll probably never have one of those. I'm not gonna start with that. I got the biggest guns, but I am not gonna have a six pack because I eat too much.
It's the quintessential dad bod.
Oh, very much.
High utility. It's not for looks.
That's
I can move some heavy shit, and that's where we're at.
Kinda.
For a
that's
lady, I can do it.
for a lady.
For a girly pop, I can do it.
A girly pop.
I'm gonna die after this interview.
Oh god.
Well, rest in peace, Matthew McClure.
Rip.
Just so that y'all know, there will be an opening for Burial Path's rhythm guitar player.
Yes, there will be.
Someone else is gonna take over Caveman Chugs.
I'll still do it from the grave. Caveman Chugs is my thing.
From beyond the grave, you're just like Hendrix. You had a vault of like 9,000 riffs.
We'll just put on all the credits, Matt, and in quotations in spirit.
In spirit. Okay.
In spirit.
He was in the
Big
studio
RIP.
when it happened.
Hey, you hear that? She's already been thinking about it, so she already knows I'm gone after this interview.
That's because he's not eating. He ate one egg today. He didn't even eat that.
He's gonna waste away.
Yeah, he is.
That's my favorite part.
Wasting away?
That's how you come up with the most brutal riffs.
Bro.
Starving.
Yeah,
Bro.
You can't be happy if you're coming out with the most brutal riffs.
I have never ever heard of that, bro. I've never thought when I'm absolutely starving, you know what I could do right now? Bust out some like heavy ass riff, and I'm not gonna eat until I do.
Go look at some of the heaviest riffs ever written, and tell me if those people were happy when they wrote them.
They rid him.
They were in them. Let's go.
They rid him.
Aisha, I need you to leave the room right now.
What did you call Dimmu the other day? Dimmu Borgir.
Hey, shut up.
Dimmu Booger.
What?
Man, look at that. The band mom's making fun of her child again.
No. Fun times.
But no, yeah, freaking look at some of the heaviest riffs ever written and tell me if those people were happy.
I mean, I started off the interview asking Aisha if she's okay because I don't think she was in the right space writing these lyrics.
See? What am I telling you?
I'm like, hey, have you listened to really sad pop songs? Because those are worse than my lyrics sometimes.
Oh yeah, no 100%. Like, let me see, like bad out of hell, like objects in the rearview mirror. I'm like, bro, are you okay? It's like, I'm like, who wrote that? I need to talk to them immediately.
Or any Lamb of God lyrics. It's like, Jesus.
No, that one just comes from Randy Blythe getting randomly pissed off. I swear, Loudwire is just like, in news today, someone pissed off Randy Blythe. New Lamb of God music coming soon.
No. You're looking at modern day Lamb of God, but old Lamb of God. How he used to write.
Oh, I see.
Like with a lot of their bands, like I feel like the artistry, or however you call it, gets so watered down when they get big because not not saying that they're not trying to be creative, but even like we've kind of experienced that with trying to keep everything going. It's like you get so freaking busy that you almost go into robot mode trying to knock out all your tasks that you need at. You know?
Yeah, I see you. I see.
But like the old stuff, like and I think that's why everyone always loves bands old stuff, is because how raw and emotional it was, versus when, if they happen to make it big, they almost have to go into robot mode to make to complete all their tasks.
Slipknot.
Yeah. Yeah, this next
Yeah.
album's gonna be as heavy as Iowa. I don't believe you.
I hate when bands come out and say this is the heaviest album we've ever written. I'm like, all right, I already know it's gonna suck. I already know it's gonna suck.
Well, yeah, every time they said it was gonna be as heavy as Iowa, it's like, you're not gonna be as heavy as Iowa. And you know what? The last, what was it? 2 times they said their album was gonna be as heavy as Iowa. It was like Kill Pop.
Yeah, Kill Pop. Kill Pop.
Freaking.
I like Stone Sour.
No. That's not even Stone Sour. It's not even Stone Sour. It's Slipknot.
I like Stone Sour.
I mean, I like Stone Sour too, but it's not Slipknot. It's freaking or
It's
Stone Sour.
Slipknot.
It's Slipknot.
It's not even. Yeah, you're right. It's not even sweet. It is Stone Sour.
It's Slip Sour.
I'm kidding. I'm only making jokes. I honestly, for me, and again, this is a person who doesn't listen to a lot of heavy music, but I think it ended for me after the subliminal verses. I was pretty done with that. Like that, because when I listened to that, I was like, it's gonna be questionable whether anything past this point is gonna be as good. And that's kind of how it started feeling to me. Like there were some good songs at that point, but like everything else just kind of started feeling like they were going for a little bit of a different sound.
Yeah,
a less cool sound.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that because I mean, art is art, but yeah, like for me, like the ending of it was definitely the subliminal verses. I was it's so good. After that, I can't see anything being this good after this.
That's what she's saying. What I'm saying is less cool.
Matt's
gonna start beef with bigger bands.
We're getting canceled before we even get started.
It's fine. We're nobody, so like no one's gonna see this shit.
But it is not me.
But that always pissed me off every time they're like, it's gonna be as heavy as Iowa, and Iowa was so freaking heavy. Just raw. Like, I know you said you didn't like that style, but just the super raw aggression, just seeing red, and then putting down on paper anything that you were thinking at that time. I love that part of Slipknot.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah, I was more into when like Slipknot was up and coming, early 2000s. I was into like Typo Negative. I was into All That Remains, Cradle of Filth.
Cradle's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
It was more doom gloom. Fuck this, fuck you, fuck the world, and this is why, and this is how it's gonna happen. Like, oh, I see. So we're just summoning things.
Hey, if you like that kind of music, have you ever listened to Black Tongue?
I have not. What is Black Tongue?
So Aaron Kitcher is the drummer for that, who is also the drummer for Infinite Annihilator, and they are 180-degree opposites. Who are Infinite Annihilator is the most crazy shit someone could throw in a song. Black Tongue is like doom music, where it's very slow, but you just kind of sit there, close your eyes, and let the music wash over you.
Oh, very Sabbathy.
Yep. So listen to Second Death by Black Tongue, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay, hold on. Second. I'll have it loaded up for afterwards. Oh my goodness, the still for the official music video. I'm like, oh my god, what, is she okay?
She's not okay, to let you know.
She's not.
Again, it's all that cool ass music, but no one is okay with it.
Nobody's okay with it. I'm gonna start like messaging y'all, like, are y'all okay? Are y'all? Yeah, I just heard y'all's new single, and I just need to know, are y'all okay?
So I just to put it out there, how Aisha writes her stuff. She's done a lot of good stuff, and freaking now this is more like memoirs of what happened before. But some of the stuff I'm bringing forth is like some of the dudes like you got to question, did they ever fix this?
Oh no, yeah, that's the music that stays around. Like a lot of System of a Down stuff is like resurfacing because they're like, oh my god, they said this in like the 2000s. I'm like, yes, no, they did.
Well, I will argue too with them. They were very political because if you look at Serge Tankian's interviews, he's like every musician should have a big take in politics and stuff and should have a voice. Which I agree that the music should have a strong point to like towards what your like your intent is, but I don't think it necessarily has to be political.
Wait, System of a Down is political?
Yeah.
Aisha, say
Yes.
it's not so. Say it isn't so.
You know, I'm not familiar. I just know Sarah McLachlan.
Sarah McLachlan's political? What? No.
I know when she brought the ASPCA in, it kind of got that way. Those animals on the commercial, I was like, I can't even watch this.
But you know what I mean? Like some bands, like even Dyer's Murder, freaking, they were very political with their lyrics and stuff. But like sometimes it's just hard to how to say. The point that we're coming from is trying to keep it somewhat neutral because that's not the message we're trying to put forth in our music.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Not saying that we don't have our own political stances, but we're not trying to make that the focus point of the music.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can definitely feel or see the like, this world is not okay, and this is how I feel about it.
Well, yeah,
when,
because
when
like,
I hear,
I want to say like, you know, the quickest way to end like a friendship or like a relationship with a family member is to bring up politics, but the message we're trying to put forth is really the overarching thing is like self growth and self healing, and I at least the way speaking for myself, it sounds like it would be very hard to mix politics in with that.
oh yeah,
If I'm being honest.
oh yeah, and there's bands that'll like open more up about it, like Rage Against the Machine.
Yes.
But no, y'all's is more of a like a self healing. Like this is the journey of self healing and my like inner demons coming out to say hello. A very dark art, and I've like appreciated that about y'all since the beginning. I'm like, dude, these guys are gonna fucking kill it. When that album drops, I'm gonna be all over that album. Be like, bro, we're gonna have a listening party. It's gonna be fantastic.
Oh yeah, we've already started diving into I guess like album themes and things like that, and I am so excited for it. Kind of like y'all have touched on, it's about like self evolution, the journey of like reflecting and stuff like that. So as much as I'm getting to share that through the lyrics with people, like I'm still in like, as we all are through life, I'm still in the process of growing and learning as a person, and Burial Path is kind of an outlet for me to get to share that with people and us kind of bond over that similar shared journey where we're this is all our first time living, at least as far as we remember, and we're all just kind of trying to figure this shit out, you know.
Oh yeah.
It's nice to have somebody you know, be able to understand that. Like I love having those conversations with people.
It's especially, and it really translates to like how you word things. It's not really like directed at a certain thing. It's more like an outlook of just what's going on and how you feel. And a lot of the themes of your songs feel that way. I feel like I didn't describe that at all, but like mirror of faults, it's not pointing at a certain thing. It's pointing at multiple things, or at least you could take it that way. But only you know, like, what specifically you were pointing at.
It's very much an experience. You know, there's so many things in life that I feel like put us in situations to reflect inward, and we see ourselves in other people. Sometimes people mirror to us what we can learn and grow, and we do that to other people. It's like we're all in this together in some way or another. You know, like again, it's a journey where this is all our first time, at least as far as we remember. I don't know, maybe we're reincarnated. I don't know, but that's a whole nother conversation. But
No, let's have it. Let's go now.
yeah, but I'm saying, like, as far as we know, this is our first time, and you know, we're all just trying to figure it out. I mean, like I said, you can see that in some of my lyrics where I've definitely kind of in maybe some obscure way just saying like I'm just trying to figure it out, or I'm like in the process of growing. This feels like a transcendence, but like I was very low at this point before I got to the point of even feeling like that, where I saw things in a way that made me feel like, you know, things could be better, or you know, it, not trying to get too deep, but yeah, I mean that burial path is a big outlet for me. It's the one outlet where I feel like I can kind of share some of my inner world with others, and them kind of get some sort of understanding of it, and we all kind of bond over that together.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. If you like want to get deep with it, that's fine. Like I'm not here to cut you off and be like, no, Aisha, that's too deep for this audience. First off,
I gotta
we're
keep
not.
it obscure. You can't know exactly what the lyrics are about, but you know.
Yeah, we're going to keep going with that double entendre. There's the vocalist interpretation of it, and then there's your interpretation of it.
It can be, look, reality can be whatever you want it to be.
I'm manifesting
I
this. My reality.
guess.
Manifestation.
That's such
I'm all
a
for it.
that's such a metal hammer like answer. How dare you?
You're welcome.
But no. Tell us about your like what you go through in order to write your lyrics, because Matt was saying that he locks himself in his dungeon for hours at a time, and he won't come out until he has like an idea of what he wants to do. Do you do the same thing? Just lock yourself in the attic and just have like different books? You're like open one up, point to a sentence, and you're like, yes, that's what we're gonna
say
do.
that I'm that metal. That sounds pretty intense. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I'll just be driving and a sequence of words will, you know, pop into my head, and I'm like, I gotta go save this. But if I'm actually sitting down, I can just know a few words that I like, and I'll listen to the cadence of things, and over time I'll just pull out of my word bank words that fit, that might be a synonym or something of the sort. But if I'm going down for content, sometimes it really is just a bit of how I feel, and like Matt said, wording it in a very poetic slash obscure way, to where it can be very open and meaning for other people. But also, I'm also a person who will definitely deep dive into some Reddit topics just to like get a little understanding of what other people think about that one specific subject, or ideology, a way of believing. So, like for the Luminary, an example, you know, it was actually written off of a dream that I had had, and I feel like a part of that song was a representation of what I felt as an impending doom kind of in my life, or a fear of just things not going the right way, and I was just constantly scared about something. But it's kind of like, well, you know, if a planet's gonna hit, you might as well just live your life to the best you can, you know. And if it doesn't hit, then great, you've lived your best life, and if it does hit, you lived your best life, you know. And it's all metaphorical. There's not clearly not like some major doom in my life, but when you have anxieties and things like that, it can feel that way. So, I wanted to make sure that the imagery was there in it of an actual planet hitting. And of course, I had what I remembered from my dream. But I remember at one point, I was like, I wonder what would actually happen if a planet were going to come down and just obliterate Earth. So I actually did a deep dive on NASA's website of what they would project would happen. And I went to Reddit and read a bunch of threads of what other people thought would happen. And I pulled it all together into some lyrics.
So in the end, she deals with music a lot healthier than I do.
Yeah, I'm not locking myself into a place anywhere.
But every band has to have that one crazy member.
That's great. Yeah, when Matt was telling us, he was like, "Yep, I stick myself in my dungeon and just write something. I send it to Aisha. Aisha tells me it's not heavy enough. Sends me, hey, you know what? Yeah, can it be as heavy as this? You're like, oh, you want that heavy? I see. Okay.
I think it's actually me just being like, yeah, it's not dark enough. That's usually what it is. Like, it's heavy, but it's not dark enough.
I see.
Funny enough. That's funny enough.
It's all what we got to go through, eh?
It's all what you gotta go through. It's great.
Yeah, stop telling these stories. You're getting me in trouble with band moms.
It's out there, dude. It's like available for rewatch, and you're just like, bro, don't be saying that. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, but she didn't know about that for a second. I was all good for a second.
You're right, my bad. How could I? What the hell?
Now band mom's got me.
Yeah, it's just like has you in a chokehold. It's just like, yeah, you stick yourself in the basement and you don't eat or drink anything until you have my rib for me. Yeah.
No. She would still make me eat, but then she would still be like, "You need to make it heavy or darker." Well, one egg. What the fuck? Or what the fudge is that?
That's not even a thing. One egg. Who does that?
What? Yeah, who eats one egg?
I like to starve myself. You gotta keep that hunger so you can write the angry rip.
Matt has gotten to experience Hungry Me, and we are two different people. I am the nicest person. It is stupid how nice I am. I've been called a doormat a few times in my life.
Damn.
But Hungry Me is a whole nother.
Yeah, actually, that is a very true statement. The Hungry Her is a very different person, and she's very not cool.
I get a
very
little pissy,
not cool.
I'm not gonna lie. A little pissy, just a little.
Yeah, quote unquote, a little pissy.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not a monster or anything, but I get cranky.
No, she's not a monster, but you definitely see a different side of her.
I mean, too, when I'm tired. I got to Nebraska, and I got up in the morning at like 1:30 to get on this flight. We get there, we're all hanging out, we do the Q&A, and I'm like, it's the end.
Hey! Before we go further, why did you go to sleep at 1:30 in the morning?
I had to pack.
She was packing from like 8 p.m. the previous day.
I had to pack and clean. I'm just a girl.
I'm just a girl.
But I get to Nebraska, we're doing all this. There's like me meeting the other band that's gonna be there, and then Matt's like, let's do a Q&A, and the other bandmates come over. By the time I actually get to sleep, it's like 1:30. So I've been up for 24 hours, but there was a point in the night where I got a little pissy. And Matt's like, you just need to take a nap. I'm like borderline about to cry because how tired I am.
Oh my god!
And then I come down there because she's taking a quote unquote nap, and I'm letting her know that the rest of the band is there because they want to meet her because she's hopping on stage with them.
I didn't even go to sleep.
Yeah, I walked down there. She's like, I'm not asleep.
That's.
I just remember you leaving, like, take a nap, and then like 10 minutes later you come back and you're like, hey. So I get up and I was mad. I was like, I'm not asleep.
That's great. Y'all are about to hop on stage. You're meeting each other for the first time. It's like, go sleep, Aisha, go sleep. And like 30 minutes later, what?
She wishes it was 30 minutes later.
It wasn't even like I was just laying on the couch, just like contemplating all of my decisions. Like, why did I get on that flight? Why did I go?
Oh, why did I go? Why? I just had to. I just
It was
had to
great.
be in a super cool band with these super cool people, but whatever.
Hey, we put our body and mental health through a lot for this. all the stress, all the stress.
I'm
Oh,
not a joke. Yeah, later on we'll be able to freaking share that stuff.
Yeah, it'll be funny later on, but like, oh god, there are times where I'm like, oh, I'm too old.
Well, all of us
I'm
were just
too
like,
old.
what are we doing?
Yes, yes. Funny though.
No, it's good. Freaking looking back, like even how far we come now, looking back, it's just like, oh yeah, 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 and like now it's comical, but like anything at the time is not funny.
That's a
It's not funny.
It's not. It's not. It's yeah. It's not
But it's all
fun,
good.
guys.
Freaking, in the end, it's like we've been keeping a digital scrapbook of all our adventures. Like we even have it back to the first time we met Aisha. So like, back in late 2022, we all finally agreed that we're going to be in a band together. And then March 2023 is the first time we actually all met together. And so since March, I've been keeping a digital scrapbook of like all of our both the serious side and the goofy side of us. And I can't wait to keep building onto that and then share that eventually.
That's awesome. That's awesome though.
Because it's been a wild ride. Freaking, again, just I met Aisha through TikTok. I met Gage through Craigslist, and Jeremy just happened to be a mutual friend of mine in the music scene. So like the whole way we all met together and finally met up and started making music together is wild, to say the least.
That is crazy that people still use Craigslist though for like just finding people for music. Like, I mean, it's
Used to
the
be a
perfect
tree
tool
from the light.
because nobody uses it no more.
The what?
I said it's just one of those, like, nobody uses Craigslist anymore. But then again, everybody or like the right people use Craigslist. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, it used to be a lot more user friendly, but now, at least in Omaha, now if you want to put up a post of anything, it's $25 a post.
What? Really?
They started charging for
Do
it.
that.
That's hilarious.
That's probably why I haven't finished filling out the band, is because I can't afford the post on Craigslist.
Starving artists.
Yeah.
Go fund me for finding the rest of Burial Path.
We can't afford the Craigslist ads. We need your help.
Eventually, though, I just hope that we get big enough that I don't have to do special posts like that. We can just put out an announcement on social media, and then have people, contact us and do auditions and yada yada yada.
Put it in the newspaper.
The
I
newspaper.
like that, like the Liberty Gazette or something.
Exactly.
Like
That's how Kiss formed.
That is, but that was a very different time too, versus online stuff. Like if go start asking your friends how many people actually still read the classifieds in a newspaper.
that. Well, a lot of times they don't get delivered. The neighborhood I used to live in, like, it was always I hated it. I had to go pick up the newspaper that we weren't going to read, put it in the trash. They would start building up. And eventually they just stopped delivering them. You just don't get them anymore.
Well, at least in Nebraska they'll still deliver them, but like people these days, unless they're, I hate to say it, a lot older, because that's how out of routine, they don't read that stuff anymore. They don't read the obituaries. They don't read the classifieds. They don't read the news, what's happening in the current city, and so it's all shifted to social media. And social media is so flaky on. So the biggest thing we've seen is flakiness is either someone will reach out and that's the only message they send, and we'll send them follow stuff and give them the audition stuff, and we'll never hear back. And that's typically what happens. But like, yeah, good luck trying to get some of these modern day people to read a newspaper on classifieds.
I mean, I'm a little bit of a nerd, so I'd probably read it.
Do you currently read it?
Put it on the Reddit forums.
Exactly.
On the Reddit.
Yeah, she's like, I'll read it, but I don't get newspapers
if
now.
I got them, I'd probably read them. I'd browse through them. Hey, coupons.
There you go,
awesome.
coupons.
Yeah. I'm a coupon lady. Matt saw it. We went to HEB yesterday.
I know she left me alone in the line when she went to go back to get a coupon, and I was all scared.
I almost forgot my coupon. Look, I was gonna get that $7 off that
That's
bill.
tell me that's not a band mom thing to do.
Hey, we're saving money.
Leaving their children in line, holding the line, and just being scared.
Look, if Matt's gonna keep the whole starving artist thing, I gotta save money somehow.
Oh, obviously. It's great. The wife loves to coupon. Like, she'll get like a whole stack of like magazines. And they're like of stuff that she doesn't do. Like there'll be arts and crafts, there'd be like lifestyle, but I'd be like, do you really read all these? No. Then why do you have them? The coupons. That's it.
It reminds me of the I don't know if you remember, I can't remember the show it was, but it was that girl who couponed so hard that the store owed her money back. Like I aim to be that kind of like coupon supervillain.
Oh, 100%. It's great because when I was visiting the wife, my mother-in-law goes, you know, it's embarrassing when she pulls out the coupons. I'm like, why? She saved us $14 on steak. On steak. $14 on steak. That's crazy.
So in Nebraska, they sent out a thing called a value pack. So it's an envelope with a whole bunch of coupons for anything from like roof repair, window replacement to groceries.
Oh,
That's
dude.
where I save a lot of my money.
Oh, 100%. I'd be breaking windows just so that I could get brand new ones with that.
No. It's not insurance.
I'd just be like, no, not insurance. No, I'd be getting brand new
all these
windows.
hailstorms.
Oh, from hailstorms. I see. So, so I have to have Lizzie Hale break my windows. Got you.
Under the skin.
It's great.
But no, yeah, she's being a band mom about that.
It's great.
I'm saving money.
So
That's the only other thing I would say is like I can't believe she can put up with all of us.
Y'all be putting up with me because I definitely.
She keeps trying to say that, but
I have my moments.
She definitely, especially this last time, because I got a little loosey goosey when we went after the show, and freaking she was babysitting mode.
Yeah, no, that was an adventure, and it wasn't all Matt. It was a night.
it was.
She's being nice. It was definitely me. Freaking, I was the catalyst to all the fucking weird shit that was going on.
I feel like there's a split down the road because I can be a little bit like, I wouldn't say uptight, but I'm always worrying about worst case scenario, and I try to project like so we're all safe and things like that. But yeah, Matt keeps me somewhat spontaneous and at the same time also still in like, oh my god, we can't be doing this kind of mode. So it was a night of being spontaneous, but also like, holy shit, we can't be doing this.
Yeah, just like how I helped you find your new friend.
Lord, we're not going to talk about that.
No, wait, what? A new friend?
No.
What?
Next subject.
So if we want to go into that.
No, next subject. Next subject. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, like I said, I'm a handful to be around. You remember How I Met Your Mother?
Yes.
So you know when Barney would go around and be like, "Hey, have you met my friend Ted?" and then just walk off.
Yeah.
That's me to my friends. And unfortunately, Aisha was the lucky contender for that night. after the show, I was like, "Hey, have you met my buddy Aisha?" And then I just walked off.
I love doing that.
Ended us all the way across on the other side of Omaha with like a whole group of people we just met at this show.
Yeah, it was wild.
It was fun. It was fun. I'm not that spontaneous on my own, so I was like, you know what? Instead of saying win in Rome, I was like, well, win in Omaha.
Win in Omaha.
It was a good night. It was fun.
That's hilarious. I'm gonna start doing that to my friends now.
What did he say? She's gonna fire me for it.
Oh my god. Well, Matt, it's okay. We'll have each other.
Matt keeps me young to some degree. He also he's also probably going to be the cause of my gray hair.
Oh my god. So extreme.
Hey,
then again,
the experience journey, right?
Worst case scenario.
And now what Miley said, it's all about the journey.
Sometimes it's more about the journey than the destination. Yeah.
All right, Billy Ray Cyrus, I'm gonna need you to calm down there, bud.
That's what you're all on TikTok, just like scrolling through their videos, like every video
my
is just
God.
Billy Ray.
You all know the words of this one.
Yeah. Take my horse to the old town road, Burkon. Bro, when he did Achy Breaky Heart, I nearly passed out laughing.
Freaking, I heard it. I had to look at the screen. I was like, who the fuck is that?
Bro, the thing was, they had the the music going on, and his vocals was clear as day. And then they turned that off. Take my horse. I'm like, hold on, I'm like, did Brian Johnson come on stage? What is going on?
I didn't catch any of the live event. I'm just seeing like the clip highlights, and I'm like,
Oh
my
yeah,
God,
no,
what's going on?
that's all I got was Billy Ray Cyrus comes out of retirement. I'm like, no, he didn't.
We were talking. Me and Aisha was like, every artist has their bad day. It was just unfortunate that he was in front of the whole country.
It's bro. Okay, first off, because Aisha had brought up Motley Crue. Did you ever see the end?
Yes.
Oh my God! So I bought it. I bought it when it came out because I wanted to give it to my dad for Christmas, and then I'm like, I want because it came with a Blu-ray, and I'm like, all right, let's check it out. And me and my dad, we sat next to each other, and we watched it. We both looked at each other like, huh?
I kind of feel bad for paying for this. Right, my heart.
Big Mac, what? Did you ever see the edits?
Yes.
The Big Mac 103. If you ever get the chance, Steel Panther, they're like an 80s mock group.
Oh yes, we know Steel Panther.
They do a rendition of Kickstart My Heart, but they do it exactly like that. It's great.
When I get high, I'll speed Big Mac 103.
It's my favorite meme. It's my favorite meme.
I mean, good job for them on keep going, but they're getting famous for something else right now.
It was one of them, like that same video I was watching. There's one part where it's just inaudible noise, I guess, and they like whoever translated it just in the bottom section put horse noises.
Oh, during just
Just straight up like the word horse noises. I was like, oh my gosh.
It's great. It's great. Oh my God. If y'all ever like have extra time on stage, you have to do Kickstart My Heart, but exactly like that.
No, we're going to do Freebird.
Oh my God.
Freebird!
Yeah,
So, and there's been a couple times now that Aisha has made a post, and she's got a guitar in hand. She's like, I'm learning Freebird for y'all.
Oh my God, please, Aisha.
Those stories and posts surprisingly do pretty well. Like I'll post something and put a poll on it, and it'll be like a yes or no answer, and then the third one will be like, nah, just do Freebird. Respond to the Freebird.
The next Burial Path is gonna be a dark Johnny Cash-esque acoustic song. It's like, do you want that? Yes, no, or just play Freebird.
We are Freebird.
We are Freebird.
Myself today to see if I still feel.
It'll keep you young. It'll keep you young.
Yeah, Aisha needs it.
Yeah, you can't. Listen, I'm not saying anyone's old here. Don't do this to me.
Hey, it's okay. It's just like, freaking, she's the band mom. We gotta give her shit.
Okay, well, you give her shit. I'm just meaning Aisha. I don't need her killing me on the first meet.
You're fine. She'll kill us first.
I exude the energy of Barney and SpongeBob. I am so kind and nice. Just don't let me get hungry. That's all.
Yeah, you like that? She's nice and so she's hungry. And guess what? She's always hungry.
That's my secret, Cap. I'm always hungry. No.
Yeah, it gets pretty bad sometimes. I'll be like in the gym mid set, and as soon as I get hungry, it's like I don't know. There's this monster in me. I'll like leave. I gotta go get something. I'll run over to like some Dairy Queen and like devour a blizzard.
It's nice though because usually after gym I'm pretty hungry, and whenever we get to work out together, there's never no question or second doubt we're going to get food right after the gym.
Oh yeah, I bet.
What a beezy.
Yeah, what a beezy.
What a beezy.
Chicken
What a
sandwiches, 35
beezy,
grams
what?
of fat from the freaking chicken muffins thingy.
What a burger, just like you like it.
Yeah.
Just like you like it. I forgot that's what the motto was.
Oh yeah, I'll never forget it. We already talked about the spicy ketchup.
Oh, dude.
It's so close to my heart.
She's
It's-
working on being the spokesperson for Wanna Busy here in a little
Oh
bit.
my
If I
god.
could get a sponsorship, if I ever could get a sponsorship, I'm going for the top 3. It's going to be number 1, Whataburger,
Yeah.
number 2, Ozarka, and number 3, Waterloo water.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
I
there
thought
you
I had
go.
the Waterloo.
Yeah, it's Waterloo. Like, I need that seltzer. Give me a chicken sandwich and some seltzer, and I'm good.
Whenever I hear someone is from the South, I always ask how they pronounced Whataburger, and I always have to like strain what a burger. And if they say,
Whataburger?
"Oh, Whataburger," then I'm like, "You're not from the South. Get out of here. Get out of my face. It's Waterburger."
Well, that's fine. She always makes fun of me for how I say everything, so.
Well, it's the same, I guess. I don't know if you're like familiar with the Houston area when people talk about was it Kirkendall? There is no R in Kirkendall. It's Kuykendall.
It's quick, no.
It's Kuykendall.
It's Waterburger.
But if you're from Houston, you'll probably pronounce it as Kirkendall, even though there's no R in there.
There you go. No, I'm from Corpus. I'm from the home, the original Waterburger.
Whataburger, yeah. Ooh, Corpus. I think I've actually gotten to visit at least that. I don't know if it is the original location, but it's
That's
a
where they
two-story
started.
one, right? Yeah, that 2-story one's.
Yeah, she bought them all out of chicken sandwiches.
Shoot, Corpus Christi is a cool place. I haven't gotten to visit there a lot, but I got to play a pretty cool small show there. So I'm like, Corpus Christi it's a place to hit.
God bless the House of Blues.
The House of Blues. Which one? There's so many House of Blueses.
The one in Corpus Christi.
I was about to say that's pretty blanketed.
Yeah, it's pretty. There's one in Orlando that's like in the Universal like City Walk.
Yeah, but that's not Corpus Christi.
Yeah, it could be. You don't know, Matt. Gosh, Matt, you know it all. Shut me down. That's it, guys. This is Matt's show now.
I guess this is the end of the show, guys.
The end of the show, guys. Matt has destroyed me.
He doesn't even like the chicken sandwiches from Whataburger.
Exactly.
I could eat one right now.
Yeah, she is just fantasizing over those chicken sandwiches right
I
now.
love it. Hey, chicken sandwiches, pizza. What was the third one? It's tacos.
Yeah,
that's the top 3. That is the Trinity.
She is a redacted for chicken sandwiches.
Yeah, she is a redacted. I'm not gonna call her the word at the first meet.
I mean, like, after you said that, I was like, Matt, did you fucking leave that in the actual video
Yeah.
that you posted?
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
did.
God.
It's
It
great.
was a joke. It was a joke.
I don't know why she gets so mad. 'Cause I said the same thing about peanut butter.
I'm a godly child, chat.
Oh my god. A godly child in the house of the devil. This is ridiculous.
Oh my God. Don't bring any chicken sandwiches.
I know. Like I said, she has to put up with a lot. So like that she lets me come hang out with her down in Texas is just beyond me.
Yeah. But yeah, when I saw that, I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I'm watching the Q&A, getting a sense of like, oh, okay. She you know, like a sense for your personality. And when you said that, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm not gonna say that though. It's just gonna be redacted. But hearing like, oh, I'm just Barney. I'm a heavenly child. Like, oh,
I am. Honestly,
see.
I didn't realize he left that in there. I'm like, oh my God, man. Now people are like, I can't have people thinking about me like that.
Oh my God! Listen to this, freaking! Now you get me in trouble, bro.
Brown. Chat, I'm being ridiculed. I'm being
You're not
gaslit.
getting ridiculed. I'm getting ridiculed.
I'm getting gaslit. You did it.
But who doesn't like a good chicken sandwich, though?
Oh, dude, is great. I can be a redacted for a good chicken sandwich.
I'm a redacted for chicken sandwich, but I'm a more redacted for peanut butter.
Aw,
Yeah, when
dude.
you said you keep it on the like the bedside table, I was like, yeah.
Not even on the bedside table. It's next to my bed with a spoon already in it. So whenever I'm hungry, I get a freaking big bite of peanut butter.
Look,
It's
at least with a
great.
chicken sandwich, you're getting your protein. You're over here just like consuming straight fat from a jar.
There's protein in peanut butter.
What, 2 grams?
Hey,
Not
look.
too-
Next question. Next question.
Next time, listen, he get it. It depends on the peanut butter, because if it's crunchy, he gets his protein and his legumes. If
Well,
it's
it definitely
smooth,
wasn't crunchy.
Oh, the crunchy is the best. I like me some crunchy, like some textured peanut butter.
oh, dude, it's crunchy peanut butter. I always tell people
good.
it like solos anything, like a PB and J with crunchy peanut butter.
Hell yeah.
It's
I like
great.
some crunchy peanut butter.
Yeah, I like eating crabs too.
What?
You were watching that video of them eating those whole little baby crabs.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
Rest
yeah.
in peace. Rest in peace to the babies.
Uh,
Crabs. The baby crabs.
Crabs. Hey, crabs. Rest in peace to the crabs. No, crab is good depending on where you get it from.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, if you get from a restaurant, it's good. You get from a girl, it's not good.
I wasn't gonna say that. When I was younger, I could eat shellfish, but now it's like I'd love the taste of like certain shellfish and stuff, but it is not like me.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
definitely allergic.
And
to
now
shellfish.
she has put on glasses to signify that time has passed.
Yeah, I am deathly allergic to shellfish. Unfortunately,
Oh, that
I don't get
sucks.
to dabble anymore.
And guess who's not carrying an EpiPen with her?
Rip.
Damn, Aisha.
I keep that Benadryl on me,
Aisha.
though. I keep that Benadryl.
That Aisha.
It's the real metal vocalist way to do it. Living on the edge.
Yeah, you don't know if she's like practicing her growls or actually suffocating.
It's like, damn, that one sounded good.
It's like, whoa, is that the chorus for the new song? Like, are you writing right now? I'm
It might be. It might be.
She just like turns blue, and you're like, oh, no, she's
I
dead.
appear to have misread the situation.
Oh no.
Not again.
Not. What do you mean, not again? It's like Aisha's been singer number 4.
No.
Just-
Well, also that, but also.
What?
No,
what?
Yo, what?
Ta-da! No, I'm saying misreading the room.
Oh, I see. And this is how Aisha finds out.
Yeah, I'm singer number 5 apparently. Shit.
Oh,
I think I might
man.
just quit after this.
So Barrel Path is going on a long hiatus.
Don't do that. Not on here.
don't tell me. Tell I.
Aisha, don't leave. Sends over chicken sandwich. She's like, you don't leave Burial Path. You receive 1 chicken sandwich.
Yeah, you don't leave Burial Path. Burial Path leaves you.
Wow. Wow. Okay, now it's not my fault. It's not my fault.
No, freaking Burial Path really wouldn't be Burial Path without her. By a long shot.
Facts.
And not saying that Burial Path couldn't be a band, but just starting out from the very beginning like that, and everyone coming together with their intent, their creatives, like the creative part, and like just the message behind the band, like it definitely would not be the same band. Like almost to the point where like you've seen other bands when they go through a significant member change, and you're like they should just change their name. Burial Path would have to change their name and be a new band.
Oh yeah. I hate when there's a significant lineup change, but they keep the name like As I Lay Dying.
I thought you're going to say Linkin Park.
Oh, bro, you don't. Okay, I know, like, y'all have your lives to live, but I would rant so much. Like, I will sit here and I will discuss other bands that had lineup changes. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't do it. But fucking Linkin Park, though. All I'm gonna say is Linkin Park. That was a tragedy. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say.
It is like I'm glad they're trying to keep going forward, and I don't even know if the right choice would be to change the name, because I knew, there's a couple of other members like that was their main source of income, but it was rough, the transition. There was like no there was no slow let into it. It was just like bam, Emily blah 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 is now
Yeah.
our vocalist, and now we're back.
Yeah, it left a sour taste in my mouth when she was singing songs that really meant a lot to Chester, and I'm like,
So my only argument with that is because I've seen a lot online to where they were comparing her vocals to Chester's. Obviously, no contest,
oh, obviously,
but they were putting her super nervous performance, because it's some insane shoes to fill, to Chester's studio recordings. And I was like, they didn't even have to do that. Like, they could have done the live performances of Chester, but when they kept comparing it to the studio, it's like that doesn't even make sense to me.
oh no. The point I was making is, like, if, say, Linkin Park had written new songs with Emily, why just stick to those songs that she knows how to sing and you can actually feel the performance instead of like.
I knew why she did the old ones is because Chester was also influenced to her, and it was like a tribute. It just turned out to be a very rough tribute, because that was some insanely big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
But like, no one can do Chester's vocals justice. But I understand the point to where like Chester was an influence on her and like someone to look up to, and trying, to do a tribute to what he's done and accomplished. That's my opinion, anyways, on it.
Yeah, I don't know. I there's just bands that will change what made the band and keep the name, like Killswitch. Going from Howard Jones to Jesse. I'm like, yet you have songs where Jesse wrote. I mean, why can't you just be like, all right, so yeah, Howard Jones wrote the songs he did, and there were his stories to tell, but we're gonna sing mine because I do mine better.
Well, it almost comes to the point to where it's like, not, I don't know how to say, trying to give respect to the previous person, like, because Howard Jones was in it. A lot of people knew Jesse, but most people know Howard, and trying to bring back tribute and like bringing light to like what Howard's accomplishments were. Like, again, no one could ever sing it like Howard does, but trying to bring that attention to like what he's done and like being like a tribute, not trying to be like, hey, I'm taking this back over, but like Howard did a lot for the band, here's my tribute to him.
That's fair. I'm just a fan and I'm butthurt. That's all it comes down to.
What did you think? What was the song called? Light the Torch or something like that, when both Jesse and Howard were collabing on the
Signal
track
Fire.
There we go. I thought that was super cool. It's nice. It always makes you feel good inside when you see bands when they have a replacement vocalist, but that the whole band, the vocalists, all get along together instead of that there's no hostility. It just makes you feel good inside.
Oh yeah. Now a question for both of you: if you could collab on a song with any singer or any band member in the world, who would it be and why? We'll start with Aisha, because
Good.
Yeah.
Oh man, y'all gotta always make this hard.
Well,
I
of
kind of
course,
feel
I
like
gotta hit you with like the hard hitting questions that nobody asks you.
oh man, I feel like I kind of answered that earlier with the Sarah McLachlan thing because honestly, that would absolutely be a dream. Um, if I had to give a second answer because I've already said Sarah McLachlan, I wanted to give people some insight to my world. Ooh, I feel like this is rough because there's just so much music I like. I'm just all over the place musically. I guess the next I would have to go to it would be a hard toss up because Sarah McLachlan's a top for me, but it would be like a hard toss up between maybe like the Smiths and like Marina and the Diamonds.
Oh.
Um, and I would say simply both just because both carried me through a different period of my life
Mm-hmm.
where I feel like the music really maybe I wouldn't say hardcore to some degree kept me sane, but sometimes when you're going through some rough patches, you really lean on music, and I feel like that's a daily for me. I mean, I can't go any day without listening to music, but those two were definitely periods of my life where I couldn't get enough of listening to their music, and they very much made me feel good in life.
Mm-hmm. And Matt,
I'm okay with them.
would it, who is it and why is it Dave Mustaine?
It's not Dave Mustaine. I love Megadeth, but it's not Dave Mustaine.
I fear I am nothing.
The man in power. For me, it would if I could collab or be in a band with would be Infinite Annihilator.
You had to be a basic bitch, didn't you?
I
Yep,
do.
yep, yep.
I loved because when I learned about it when they first came out in 2012,
Uh-huh.
and that just blew my world away. And then seeing that they had no problem putting what lyrics they wanted to because it was all against the Catholic Church at the time, and not in general, but the atrocities that were happening, and nothing was happening to it. Dealing with it,
Mm-hmm.
and then that they got banned off of Spotify for a little bit for how visceral they got with their lyrics.
Yeah.
I'm all like, I know that's sometimes frowned upon, and maybe I shouldn't say that stuff, but I am all for when artists come up with they're very very visual and very intentful with what their message is all the way to the end, and every band member is in on like the same level of intent with it. To me, I love that kind of stuff, and I love that it's grotesque, it's vulgar, but also like all the passion that's gone into it, and it's heavy music. At the time, it was very different music, sounding music, and then they got Dickie Allen, who started pioneering the goblin noises and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so much about it I love. So like, if there was ever a band I could or artist I could collab or be in a project with, that'd definitely be Infinite Annihilator.
Aisha, this is how you raise your band members? I'm so disappointed in you.
No,
Look, we're on two different pages musically sometimes. I mean, we somehow we meet in the middle, but God knows how we get there.
Also, another question for you, Aisha. This is from my Discord. And in multiple of your photos, in some of the music videos, you show your tattoos. What
Oh
are the
Lord,
meaning behind your tattoos?
oh Lord, it's like how far do I go into explanation?
All of it. The entire, from the very beginning.
Well, there's a lot of things that were going on at the time when I got these. A little bit of it started much earlier. One of the first Celtic armbands that I got on my arms was around the time my grandma died, and the interconnectedness of the band was really just to kind of be a reminder, like everything's connected, everything comes full circle. All of life has a reasoning. There's a meaning. It's all circular. But over time, I just kind of added to it. So as you can see, both my arms have some things on each. I've got a bit of Elder Futhark runes. And again, not to go too far and too deep into it, but I did have a fascination with magic, specifically divination. And so while I was kind of, I guess, reading up on that kind of stuff, I decided to kind of create my own little bits and put it on my arms. So I also just think that older writing systems are really cool. I'm currently in school to learn the Norwegian language, which is, of course, much later. But I've just always found older writing systems pretty cool. Of course, we know at one point in time, English stemmed from runic systems, maybe not specifically Elder Futhark, but it's to me, history is really cool. Maybe that wasn't specifically the reason why I got these on my arms, but I just think all that, around it is pretty cool.
She's a nerd.
Yeah, I guess basically I'm kind of a nerd. Yeah, I'm a little weird nerd, like astrology girly nerd, maybe, like witchy, nerdy girl, but yeah, pretty much.
No, really, she's actually pretty smart. She just is good at looking at the history and stuff like that.
I'm still learning how to read. Don't let Matt tell you that.
What? Well, you're still learning how to read, even though you've been reading for like the longest time.
I know. I actually struggle to read. I feel like she's just poking at me.
Yeah, because he's always saying that. I'm still learning how to read, so now it's my thing. It's that whole joke. Of like, again, the sign is not going to stop me because I can't read. It's that energy 24/7.
That's great. All right, we're not asking that. I'm like going.
Oh wait, what are we not asking?
Okay, so me and a few of my buddies, we have this ongoing joke of disliking James. I can't remember his last name.
Hetfield.
No, not James Hetfield. He's a talk show host. He's a bigger dude. He played Peter Rabbit. James something. James Corden. And he'll ask musicians, like, if you can rank your band members on his, like, if you can rank your band members 1 of 4, like, who is top, who is bottom. And I'm like,
yes,
we're not asking that.
Let's do that.
Let's do that. Okay. All right. So out of all of the band members, 1 to 4, where would you rank them?
Oh Lord! See, like this is gonna be the end of Aerial Paths right here and here.
Yeah, I'm just like that. We're not asking that, but okay, let's do it.
Look, I hope Gage is watching this somewhere, somehow, somewhere.
We'll send it to him.
If not, I hope he catches this later. Since Gage is always giving me such a hard time about me being his friend, I'm gonna put Gage as number 1. Gage is number 1. We're gonna put Matt as number 2, and I guess we'll put Jeremy as 3, and I'll put myself last because I don't know. It just seems like the right thing to do.
Oh wow! I see.
Hey, look, it's all about fairness here.
Matt, where would you rank your other band members?
I go off of work ethic.
This is a heavy shout out.
Wow.
Or a heavy call out. I don't know, one of the two. It's a shout out or a call out.
Yeah.
Both. It's whoever's getting put on the bottom. Like, what do you mean?
Look, my system was not ranked like that, so don't look at me.
So mine would be Aisha, because we obviously do most of the band stuff. Then Gage, then Jeremy.
Where are you at in it? Because he said 4.
But 4 members total.
Yeah, but where are you in that? You're the 4th, right?
I float.
Oh, Lord.
I float.
He's what they call a variable in mathematics.
You that demon. You had the opportunity to be like, I'm number 1. I obviously do the most out of the entire band.
No, I'm a jerk, but I'm not that big of a jerk.
You have to double down, man. They're not here. You can just be like, I'm not a gambling man.
It's rambling man. Lord, I was
a rambling man.
trying to make a living, doing the best
Not
I can.
that's my ranking, and just because like it's the band stuff is just so it's hard to explain to other people because right now, like any business, it sounds freaking crazy when you try to explain how much time, effort, money that you put into something like this. Well, and if it becomes successful, that's all here. That's all conversation on the side. But a lot of times it doesn't end that up that way, and so that's how that's a lot of my ranking system is work ethic towards the project.
I see.
That's the best way I can say it.
So one of them is gonna get butt hurt, just like, oh, so I'm number 3. I'm number 3.
Well, that's fine. That's not the first time that's ever happened to me. I have to be the jerk quite a bit.
I'm too nice. I'm way too nice. Not that. Again, I think that everybody in the band's great. I love everybody. I love everybody's personalities. I think everybody's like extremely funny. I love the group that we have.
Well, I mean, you say this now. We're gonna see a TMZ report. Aisha Finlicker is gonna say Finlicker kills drummer.
So wait, I always think it's interesting to ask this question after the first tour that the band has.
Oh, I see.
When everyone gets to be around each other for extended amount of time for a decent amount of time. This is always a fun question to ask before and after because I've known some bands where their opinion has definitely changed other people.
I don't know. I feel like I'm built for tour. I don't stress. If we're gonna sleep in the van, we're gonna do it. Just gotta make it the best fun time you can. We're gonna eat doo-doo food. We're probably gonna get doo-doo sleep. I don't know. We're probably gonna smell like doo-doo too, but it's gonna be a fun time.
What she means by that is she's gonna be eating a lot of pizza.
I mean,
no.
It's probably. Oh no! What do you mean? Oh no! Pizza's good. The last tour that I got to do, the last big tour, I almost completed the whole thing eating pizza every day. Almost. There was probably like 3 to 4 days where I didn't get pizza out of the whole tour. It was so good. I got to try pizza in like so many different states.
That's great. And then the real question is like, who serves the best pizza? New York. New York or New Jersey.
Look, I'm gonna argue that a little bit. I'm gonna argue that a little bit. Actually, I think the best pizza that I had on the whole tour was in Pennsylvania.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I think it was in Pennsylvania. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think it was called. Yeah, no, I can't even remember the place. It had a wolf on the front of it. That's all I know. But it was good. I got a wolf. I got a wolf pizza. I got a white pizza while I was here. It was good. It was honestly, it was delicious. And the woman who owned the restaurant was so kind because I told her I was from Texas and I was just like, I'm just trying to get me some good pizza. She brought out the box to me and everything and saw me eat it over by the tour van. And as soon as she saw me getting ready to pack it up, she came out and she said, well, how was it? And I said, it was the best pizza I've had so far on this tour. It was so good. Such nice people.
When in reality, it was like, well, I mean, there was no sauce. The bread was soggy. The cheese was okay.
No, it was so good. It was. If I could go back, if I could drive all the way there, I would.
It's not an if, it'll happen.
It's when it'll happen, Aisha. It's when.
Hey,
I mean,
all that depends on financial. So we can get a lot of people to buy merch and stuff like that. That definitely goes towards us touring more.
Yes, plug your merch, Matt. Do it.
Yes, buy the merch so we can tour more.
Fucking do it, I swear. I'll take your toes
but for
if
real,
you don't.
like if you go to Big Cartel Barrel Path, that's the new shop that we're selling stuff on. And again, before I always used to hate plugging that stuff, but with how many people are asking us all over the states and even some people outside of the country, right now where we're all independent, we can't make those tours happen without a little help from the fans.
Just a little help, just itty bitty.
Itty bitty. And in the long run, it all helps Friggin', we got some crazy stuff planned now. But again, DIY is very expensive.
And
Very.
before I forget, the place was called Pizza Lupo. Check it out if you're ever in Pennsylvania. It's great.
Did
It's
you look?
PA.
Did you look up Wolf Pizza, Pennsylvania?
No, I went back to my photos. I was so in love with that pizza that I took pictures outside.
That's. Oh, okay.
I mean, and I had pizza in New York, but I did not have the typical New York style pizza. So I'm just throwing that out there. I'm a very thick, doughy, bready, crusty pizza type girl.
I see.
I gotta have like a good dough. It's gotta be good.
A good dough. Exactly.
It's gotta be thick. If
Gotta
it's
be
not
thick
thick,
with
I don't-
3 C's.
Yeah. That pizza better be Miss Thickums.
Thickums. It's gotta be thickums.
Anyways, I cut Matt off on the merch plug there. Yeah, I mean, without fans, we definitely couldn't be doing this. And we absolutely appreciate anybody who's ever purchased merch from us or even asked or said, hey, like, we like this as a merch idea and gave us ideas to create merch.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite merch right now? Like, what's your favorite Burial Path merch? Better question.
Ooh. Well, I'll let Matt go first on that one because he seems to like a few things.
I got 2. The first thing, which isn't on the big cartel store yet, but our joggers with our embroidered logo on it. I really like that one because not only do they keep my legs warm for this cold season, but having that logo embroidered, and it just worked out that the logo was very crisp and clear. It's a long lasting piece of merch. And then the second thing is the new piece of merch we just got, which is basically the Texas bullhead with eating a piece of corn that is with the new slogan, corn-fed Longhorn Deathcore, to kind of mix Nebraska and Texas together.
That's hilarious. Oh my god. Hold on.
It's gonna
look this up.
it's gonna be our next embroidered work for like dad hats, fucking joggers, shirts.
I'm hella representing. I love it. I love the logo.
That's a Gage design too.
Yeah, that's why Gage is number 1.
Let's see. I'm not seeing it.
You ain't gonna see it yet. We're still putting it on the mock-ups.
We do have it
gotcha.
on our Instagram page. You can see the art mock there. But
I
otherwise, we
gotcha.
don't have it up on the merch store just yet. It's coming soon. Very, very, very soon.
I see.
You got the longhorn on there, the bull eating the corn. It's pretty cool.
I'm gonna be waiting on that. That's all I'm gonna be saying. I'm gonna be waiting on that.
Hey, look, I'm waiting on it, and we designed it. I would say for myself though, I got to try on a few different things. I think out of everything, because I'm very much a hat person, which is funny because I used to not be one. But as of like the last year or two, I've all of a sudden become a hat person. I love our beanies with the logo on it, the BP logo.
Yeah.
They fit so good and they're super warm. And I have a peanut sized head. We make jokes about this all the time. So finding sunglasses and hats to fit my head, I have to go into the kids section. But the fact that our beanies fit my head, I was so happy. I was so proud.
You were like, yes.
All this overthinking and all these thoughts, and I still have a pea head. You'd think my head would be bigger.
All right, we got another one. If you can bring only one album with you for the rest of your life, what would it be? Only one.
Y'all are gonna hate me.
Is it not a Sarah McLachlan album? Because if it's not a Sarah McLachlan album, there might be hate involved.
Oh, there's hate. It's gonna be Fumbling Towards Ecstasy by Sarah McLachlan.
Oh my god. I love that.
Look, that album is so good. It is so good. Lyrically, it's amazing. She had choirs and choruses and stuff. I'm telling you, there's just so many elements. And again, she's just an amazing artist overall. She plays guitar on it. She plays piano on it. It's just amazing. But anyways, I'll digress.
I'm gonna listen to this album after this interview's over. I'm gonna message Matt like, this is what I should picked.
Look, you probably think that about a lot of music that I like, but
I
that
mean,
album, I'm telling you, it's carried me. Between that and the Smiths, Sarah McLachlan has absolutely carried me through my life.
no, I don't think about that. I mean, okay, I grew up with country music, 80s music, metal music. Only thing I didn't grow up with was jazz.
Are we talking about like early '90s where we're talking about like Leanne Womack, Reba McEntire, George Strait? Are we talking about that era of country?
I'm talking like Garth Brooks, George Strait, Randy Newman,
Okay.
Clint Black,
Hank Williams type stuff.
Hank Williams sometimes. My mom. I'm gonna use the H word. Very yes for Trace Atkins and Clint Black. So it was a lot of that. So like Tim McGraw, Faith Hill.
Tim McGraw and Faith Hill. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I fell off a little bit when Tim McGraw did that like song with Nelly over and over again.
Yeah, no. We listen. I cannot sit here and tell you how many times I've heard the "Live Like You Were Dying" album.
Live like you were dying.
And then right after, I want to kill myself. I'm gonna kill myself. Like, oh, okay. Live like you're dying, and I'm gonna kill myself. All right, buddy. All right.
Good times.
Good times. And that was my mom had a whole like disc where we would burn CDs. So it was like Shaggy's "It Wasn't Me," Justin Timberlake's "Cry Me a River."
What a time to be alive.
Love Shack, Rock Lobster.
Oh yeah, Love Shack baby, Love Shack baby. You know, I wasn't doing much better. I remember having it was probably like a 98 degrees tape or something like that I had from when I was younger, and I would put it in. Like 94.5 The Buzz was playing Evans Blue and 3 Days Grace, and I'm like, this is so good. I'm like recording over somebody's already published tape to put this terrible radio music on it. And I say terrible in a funny way. I love radio music. I mean, clearly with all the pop music I've thrown out there. Dad rock, I love it. We love
You like Chevelle, don't you?
Love Creed. I love Pearl Jam, Fuel, Filter.
Wait.
Look,
Matt, we talked about this. The whole Chevelle thing. I can't stand Chevelle.
Is this true? Is this true?
That's one of her favorite bands.
It's not my favorite band, but like this type of thinking could do us in. That album went hard.
No.
I just like music. Like I'm all over the place musically. It's crazy. I'm just like I need to be listening to something. I need it.
But Matt, I feel bad. We cut you off. What was your album that you can bring for the rest of your life?
The Elysian Gandevel Galeriac.
What?
You wanna? That was a word salad. You want to say that again, bud?
The Elysian Gandevel Galeriac.
Bless
by
you.
Infant Annihilator.
Oh my god.
You already knew it. You already knew it.
You know what? I feel like I should have known.
You should have.
I feel like I should have known.
Gage and I both agreed. We thought it was hilarious that they named it that just so it says "The Egg" for the album.
I didn't realize that. That's great. The Egg.
that album has. I love the lyrics in it. I love the music in it. It's the first one that features Dickie Allen in it, and it's the album from them I listen to the most. Like I can't remember what the first album's called because it was so crazy. But the first one with Dan Watson, it was really good. And again, that was the one I was introduced to Infant Annihilator from. But the second one with Dickie Allen, I really felt that they refined their sound, and their sound has really influenced how I play. And the next Battle for Yaldabaoth it was good, but it almost sounded too refined for Infinite Annihilator, in my opinion. That it felt like it was missing the raw aggression, the crazy stuff that seemed like that's not physically possible to play in real life, stuff like that. And so the Egg is always going to be my favorite album and what I refer to a lot when I look back from musical stuff.
Let's see. I'm gonna have to look that up too. Sarah McLachlan and then Infinite Annihilator next.
Hell yeah, the heavies. The heavies movies,
I don't know who'll win. I'll come back and be like, you know what? I think Aisha was on to something. I think Sarah McLachlan is kind of a bit harder than Infinite Annihilator.
And it probably is. Freaking everyone else has these cool inspos, but like I live and breathe metal. That's really almost all I listen to.
I get really upset sometimes. Well, not upset. I don't know. That's like sometimes I feel like I'm gonna be judged because I know people are gonna be like, "What are your top metal artists?" And I'm at that point. I don't know, like on repeats with something like again Winona Oak or Marina and the Diamonds or like I've been listening to Charlie XCX.
Don't feel that way. There was one of my favorite interviews was with Michael Schenker. And they asked Michael Schenker, they were like, who's your top 5 favorite guitarists? And he goes, I don't listen to music because if I listen to music, I'm going to copy somebody else. I'd rather not know what everybody else is doing so that I can focus on what I'm doing.
Well, that makes me feel a lot better than at least I still listen to music.
I'm like, that sounds boring, but at least you're answer. Or like you have like interviews with Gene Simmons is like, who's your favorite bass player? And he'd be like, oh, have you ever heard of this guy? Tremendous bass player. He would be doing all of these things and he'll like grab on his bass and he'll try to play whatever they were playing for like 5 minutes. It's a little something like that, but like I feel like it's evolved since then. It's like, bro, I feel like we missed what the question was. But also, if the wife has put me on to something and she wanted me to ask y'all. Epic the Musical. Aisha, since you say that you're like a heavy reader and you love mythology, Epic the Musical is a play about Homer's The Odyssey. Have you heard of it?
No, I believe when I was in my junior year of high school, we read some of the Odyssey, but that's like the only bit of knowledge I have in that. And I'm not gonna even lie, I've lived so much life in between then and now. I can't even really remember much of that. I just remember the teacher and the book.
I would suggest you check it out. Since you like plays and you like more of the crafted music, like there's more thought process into it, you'll hear like certain gods will get different, like for instance the wind god, for her song they gave her like wind instruments, and for like Ares they gave him more of the like the harder hitting drums, like the battle drums. So when like certain songs will come up and you hear like a wind instrument come in, you're like, oh, the wind god is present. Like, oh, that's so cool. And like different little things that you'll like pick up if you listen closely. I'm like, yeah, I suggest you like check it out. I feel like it's up your alley.
Hell yeah, I definitely read into that.
Yeah, it was written. It was written by one dude, and his audience do not take him seriously at all. Even though his musical is very like serious, it's an emotional roller coaster, but they don't know his actual name. Even though it's like on his TikTok, it's like Jorge something. I can't remember his last name, but they call him Jalapeno Man. That's all they know him by, is Mr. Jalapeno.
I mean, that sounds like. But like I think the last live play I watched was Little Women, so I am completely open to it.
do it. Check it out. The whole thing is available. It's about like 2 hours long, and there's different sagas. So yeah, I feel like you'll enjoy it.
Actually, I take that back. I think the last live play I watched was a Shakespearean play. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, I watched Macbeth live. Yeah, awesome play live.
So you've solidified that you are old. I see.
Well, I mean, I wasn't like alive during that time period, but yeah. Look,
She is old.
I like what do they call it? The era of romanticism. So like anything relative to that. But Macbeth was awesome. It was so awesome to see that live. There was just so much going on, and anyways, I don't want to get too mesmerized by my own thoughts, but great. It was great. It was so good. If rated out of 10, 10 out of 10 would do it again.
Oh, it's great. It's 10 out of 10. I don't even think I've like read Macbeth all the way to the beginning. I remember in high school, in my senior year, we read Romeo and Juliet, and I said, this sucks. This sucks. And my literary teacher was like, why does this suck? I'm like, it's the worst love story written. Well, why is it? Why? I'm like, even Shakespeare admits that it was an over exaggeration. I'm like, why do people view it as like the greatest love story when Shakespeare himself was like, this sucks? If you had waited 2 minutes.
That's what I say when I cook Hot Pockets.
Hot Pockets! Yes, it's the same, you know? When you bite into a if only I had wait.
Say Leon.
Wasn't that a song by like Celine Dion?
Yes.
Like I recognize the breathing pattern in that.
I'm over here trying to have a somewhat like I'm trying to show at least I've read something, have this meaningful conversation about literature with Aisha, and here comes Matt like, yeah, Hot Pockets, brother. Let me tell you.
I would try harder if I knew how to read, but
I hate it here. You're right. I'ma try less. What is book? Oh, God. Alrighty. Well, I'm not gonna keep y'all. We've been at it for 3 hours. I believe 3 hours of brain rot is enough.
I like me some good brain rot.
Oh, dude.
That's why I'm on TikTok all the time. Chronically online.
Chronically online. Well, it was awesome having y'all here. I, again, trying my damnedest not to be like, oh my god, y'all are so awesome. Like, seriously. But, seriously, y'all are fucking awesome. I was telling Matt when he was first here, like, just, oh my god. When the cameras turned off, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of fangirled, be like, bro, I'm gonna tell you something, like, goddamn, y'all are dope as fuck. Y'all are dope as fuck.
Oh man,
we had a good gear talk after that too.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, we sat there talking about just what he was using for the tracks, and then he put up that video of like the tone, and I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that it was released, I watched every single second of it. I'm like, I see. That's dope as fuck. that's dope as hell.
Putting that kind of stuff out, we always hope that there's that one person who's really just out there watching it, really scrutinizing it and taking it all in.
Oh, dude, I love talking gear. Even though I don't have a lot of it myself, I love talking gear. I was a roadie for a few people, so like just to sit there and actually talk gear, it's like you won't get me to shut up because I never get to talk gear with anyone.
Same.
It's just like being a dork about, bro, what pedal do you use? Really? You use that? That's garbage, though.
That's me and Sarah McLaughlin.
Yeah, I know. Watch me crack my knuckles like, here we go. Well, prepare yourself. Get your notebook and your paper out because I have a lot to say.
Yeah, that's gonna be the next interview where it's just all gear. No movies, just gear.
Oh, you better block off a long part of your night for that one.
Oh, bro, again, I'm just a message away. We could sit down, we could talk gear. It'd be great. And then Aisha, we could talk books. I'm telling, I've read a couple books in my lifetime.
So you have to talk to Aisha about that one. Again, I don't know how to read very well.
Hey, look, there's times where I question my own skills and abilities.
You're just sitting there. I can't read the certain word, and you're sitting there.
That's all the crazy names in all the fantasy books I've ever read. I'm just like, was over here by the noon door.
Tolkien. That's all I gotta say. When I've read the entirety of Lord of the Rings, there's times where I didn't know a single damn name, and they're like, I'll hear celebrities talking about it. It's like, oh yeah, the only one that could take the ring is this man. I'm like, who the fuck? I've read the book 4 times. Who's that character again? Like,
yeah, by the way, it's Frodo.
It's not Frodo. Fuck you.
Yeah, everybody's name in that whole book is just Frodo.
It's just
It's
Frodo.
either Frodo or Gandalf. It's a wrong wizard. I'm pretty sure.
That's all right. That's right.
Gandalf. What's the one in Harry Potter?
It's
Dumbledore.
No shit.
It's actually funny because growing up, when my dad would read me bedtime stories, he'd read me Lord of the Rings, and until I was 13, I genuinely thought his name was Aaron because my dad didn't know how to say Aragorn. He goes, it's Aaron. So when I saw the movie and all I hear is Aragorn, I'm like, who the fuck is Aragorn?
It's Aaron.
It's Aaron.
I thought you knew Aaron.
I thought my dad was just like, no, it's not Aaron. I just didn't know how to pronounce it. I'm like, you lied to me for so long. Is his name really not Gary? No.
You will eat your meal and you will like it.
Like, oh, I see. It's great. All right. We didn't even rate the movies. Quick. The Woods. What would you rate that out of 10?
Well, I'm gonna say, because it's a witchy movie and I like that kind of shit, I'm gonna say 10 out of 10.
Matt, what would you rate The Woods?
I'm not gonna answer because I haven't seen them yet.
Okay.
Wait a minute. What? You did so good last time and you watched the
But no,
movies.
I studied those, but since I should have seen these, I was like, she's gonna take a lead on these.
Okay, you know what? Fair. Okay, and the Gingersnaps.
Oh man, you know, when I say 10 out of 10, it's not the same 10 out of 10 as the Woods got, but it's a 10 out of 10 on another scale there, because it was such a good film, but it was in a surprising way, because again, I feel like it was different than any other werewolf or scary film, I guess quote unquote scary film that I've seen at the time. And then also just the humor in it, the like devotion to the characters. The whole thing was just so good, but in a different way than The Woods was. So I'm gonna say 10 out of 10, but those are also like 2 of my favorite films. So that was just a given that they were gonna get a 10 out of 10. Y'all go watch them yourselves and make your own decisions.
Exactly. But I'm saying that the Gingersnaps was an 8, and the only reason why it gets docked points, is the early stages of the tail. When she pulled out the tail, I'm like, that doesn't look like a tail. I'm gonna keep that to myself. That's a bit weird, bud.
It definitely looked like a Bosco stick. I don't know if you know what a Bosco stick is.
I'm gonna look it up. Hold on.
One of those pizza sticks.
No, don't do that. That's wow.
A Bosco stick.
It did look like a Bosco stick, but it looked like a limp. That's it. That's where it's gonna stay. It looked like a limp.
Like a Bosco stick without the marinara.
Exactly. Go ahead.
I totally forgot about that. When you mentioned it, I had a clear image too of what you were talking about.
Yeah, yeah. It took all of the seriousness because you could tell she was really trying to sell, like, I'm going to check to see if my sister's turning into a werewolf. And when she like moved her underwear down just a little bit, I'm like, all right, okay, all right. I get it, tee hee ha ha, funny, but no.
Such good acting, such good acting. Again, $4 million budget.
$4 million.
It was $4 million, right? You looked it up.
Yeah, yeah. It went all towards the makeup.
Yeah.
I would watch it again in a heartbeat. Good film. Good film.
We gotta watch the second one. Next time you're on here, we gotta watch Gingersnaps back.
That one's a good one too. I think what was it? The third one I was like, okay, this one's just not as good. I can't remember the name of it. Was it Gingersnaps the Beginning or something like that?
Oh yeah, that was the prequel. Yeah, that was the thing.
Yeah. Like the third one, I was like, this isn't doing it for me. But that first one, that first one was good.
First one was good. All right. Well, seriously, thank y'all for coming on here. It was
thank you for
a
having
blast having you. A blast meeting you, Aisha.
Well, thank you. It was a great game.
Knowing you're not the serial killer that Matt portrayed you to be.
No, I'm telling you, I'm Barney, almost 24/7, except for when I'm hungry.
And the thing is, she's always hungry.
I'm satisfied right now. We're good. I ate today.
Alrighty. And with that, chat, we will catch y'all next time. Everyone say bye-bye. Let's say bye-bye.